pays a pimp to get on. Now think about that shit. Think about the psychology of that shit, my nigga. You're my brother, man, and we kick it on the realest that I've ever kicked with anybody, man. Can you imagine that this woman's gonna go out on her period, not on her period, in the rain, in the sleet, in the snow, in the heat, when she tired, when she not, when she's sick, she gonna suck dick, fuck, all that. But in order to be pimped, she's got to pay to be pimped.
Yeah.
So the drug dealer, whom I patterned myself after, is the greatest hustler, but the pimp is the greatest psychologist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Think about that.
No, man.
Think about that.
I'm knowing, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how that shit jump off, man.
Yo, when I was in, I can't talk too loud because my mic's in the other room, but when I was in escort business.
Yeah.
The escort
by the way, we not confidential. We are live.
Oh, we live?
I told you. When I was telling you, I was setting up and it went live. Shout out to Stephen Lopez who just joined. So,
all right, well, let me delete that part of the conversation. But
yeah,
all right, so I can say this. I can't say this live. The pimp is the greatest psychologist.
Right.
You understand me? So no, we're not becoming criminals. No, but we need to learn from whoever we can.
Right.
Okay. So if everybody listening right now, we just had a private that became a public conversation. So we're going to amend our language just a little bit, but we're going to keep the essence of what we was talking about. And what were we talking about, everybody, on YouNow and YouTube and Facebook? We're talking about the business of music. And we're talking about human psychology. And we're talking about sales psychology and all of that. And so anybody who's listening, it's your man Finesse, it's my brother Mondeja Navarro. He has me on, and I love it. I appreciate it.
We on here.
If we want to be successful, we have to understand human psychology. We have to. We have to understand how human beings work. And I was a logical guy, and I'm still a logical guy, Mondeja. Mm-hmm. And I used to think for the first part of my life that people were logical. And it's when I discovered that people were not that I became more successful. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is people are emotional and they justify their emotional decisions with logic. Right. So people don't buy for logical reasons, they buy for emotional reasons. So like we say in the streets, people got to feel you before they will buy from you. Right. We do business with people we know, like, and trust. See, we do business with people we know, we like, and we trust. So we want to be successful. We've got to understand what triggers that person's emotionally driven buying decision. Then we can eat forever.
Yeah. They ain't ready.
And they need to get ready, son.
They need to get ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. I love it.
Yeah.
Bro. I love it though.
Yeah. Well,
shout out to Nathan Brandon. What's happening?
Hey, bro, what's up?
So what's happening is people are starting to slowly trickle in. Like I said, I just had everything set up. In the middle of the conversation is when we went live. So 3/4 of what you was talking about, nobody heard. It was the back end with where you started in when you was part of the service that you was talking about. That's when it went live.
Yeah, that's what I had to amend that. But
as soon as it went live, I was like, look, we no longer private now. We public.
I appreciate it. Well, listen, good evening, everybody. So Mondeja, man, how was your week? How was your broadcasting week, man?
Man, my broadcasting week. Listen, I believe the highest I've gone up, I have gone 24 to 25 viewers a night to, I have jumped up to the highest I think was 183 viewers
wow.
In just a matter of a couple days. I think my biggest day I thought was 70 something, and I was happy about that. Then it went up to 102, and then it went from 102 to like 160, and then the other night was 183 viewers. I was like, wow. And a lot of these people was all on YouNow, and I think I had like 40 people, maybe. Facebook told me I had 77 views on my
Okay.
on my cast. I don't remember if it was 44 or 77, but I know I had 100 plus on YouNow, and I couldn't believe it, man. And Alan Starling was here. He was sitting next to me. I was shocked. I was like, my numbers have quadrupled since. I don't know since what, but the feedback that I'm getting, I know we talk about all this hip hop stuff and everything, but the feedback that I'm getting is people want to talk about that other stuff. They talking about that relationship stuff. That's what people want to get in on. Especially the lady followers, they want to vent. They got stuff they want to vent, and I'm like, well, okay, well then we're gonna go ahead and vent. Ain't that some shit?
Well, it is, and I think for three brothers, when we start that, we gotta include relationship stuff. Like, so ladies, not that this is a topic for tonight. One of the things that we're going to talk about with the Three Brothers movement, myself, Modeja Navarro, and Devin White, three intelligent, articulate African-American men who are globally minded, to be sure, multicultural, to be sure, multi-ethnic, to be sure. We have a broad-based perspective. One of the things that I want to talk about is, are men naturally monogamous? And I've got to review the statistics on infidelity in relationships. It's pretty high. It's over 50%.
I don't know that humans are naturally monogamous. I think
whatever it is. See, that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
humans are naturally. I think as our animal instincts cause us to be polygamous, but the thing of it is, our morale is what makes us monogamous. We add morality to it. We add ethics.
Exactly.
We add ethics to it, and then that is why we are. And I think some of that is true, but I think some of that is living a lie. I think if you don't really feel it inside of you, bro, or the woman, that woman or that man is never going to be settled in a relationship. They're only doing it because they don't want to be labeled as the hoe, or they don't want to have their family or friends or people frown on them because they want to run around and be promiscuous or date. I mean, dating doesn't necessarily mean you have to be promiscuous. You can be cautious when you date. You just don't want to commit to anything. You want to have that freedom. I think we're naturally that way. I think it's our morale and our ethics that make us stay in a box. People use religion to kind of instill that morale. Like, if you do that, God is going to cut your dick off or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, what I mean? And so that's why. But let me tell you something. I prayed to God one time, man, and I said, I want to love you like I love sex. And I'm not saying it to be rude or disrespectful to God. Or what I'm saying is, I want to love you without question. I want to love you for real, for real. If I got to love you because I don't want to go to hell, then, you know what I'm saying? That's like your child loving you so you don't whoop him. That's not real love.
Exactly.
That's a condition. That's a conditioned love. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jimmy Teague, my cousin? What's up, my little cousin? What's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? If your child only loves you because they don't want to get punished, or they love you because they you know what I mean? That's a conditioned type of love. That's not a free-spirited love. That's not real love. You know what I mean? You want your children to love you because, you're your dad, and I love you. I love my dad. You feel what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what I was saying when I prayed to God that prayer. I was like, I don't want to love you because I'm scared to go to hell. Because I don't want to go to hell when I die. That ain't no real love. That's some bullshit.
Not real. That's fear.
That's fear. That's the wrong kind of fear. That's not respectful fear. That's the wrong kind of fear. And that's wrong. I think that that's wrong on many levels. And so to be faithful in a relationship because you're worried about what society will brand you as, that's not real. You're going to rip that lady. If you're a dude, you're going to break that woman's heart, bro. And then you're going to end up breaking your own heart. And then you're going to be filled with anxiety, and you're going to feel like you're missing out on things. You're never going to be settled. Your mind and your heart's not going to be settled. So what good? And then if you have children with this woman, and that's worse. Because how are you going to be a committed entity that this family needs when you can't, you know what I'm saying? You're not committed internally. You're not, so you're just spreading the fire. You started the fire, now you're spreading it. You left, but there's a trail of gasoline following behind you, and it's just gonna follow you everywhere. That flame gonna follow you everywhere you go. You're gonna burn everything down. So I think you got to be real with yourself. So whether we're naturally monogamous or anything, some people really believe strongly in monogamy. Listen, I'm with that one. What's happening, Mika Martinez? I'm with that one.
Hello, Mika Martinez. What's up?
I'm with that one person, and that's where my heart settled at. And some people will stay, and they 40, 50 plus years die together. But there's some people that just can't commit. Their hearts they can't commit to a thing. Not that they want to be hoes. It's just that some people get anxiety from being in a locked in. They feel confined. They feel what's that word? That's like
restricted,
claustrophobic. They feel boxed in. It's rules and regulations, and they're not free. You know what I'm saying? So those of y'all that's just joined, the question is, the question was, are men naturally monogamous? And then I went ahead and broadened it to people. Are people naturally monogamous? And I'm going to say that we are not naturally monogamous. I believe that it is religion, and we're conditioned to being monogamous. I think our animal instincts in us, we want to fuck. We want to check things out. We see things that are sexy. That's why people cheat. That's why people get involved in shit. But morale, and our ethics cause us to be, monogamous and so on and so forth. But that's why you have groups that are like swingers and shit like that. They form groups that people are accepting. So you stay married. So it's like, I'm being faithful to my other person, but I'm allowed to fuck, and my husband's cool with that. But there are a lot of marriages that divorce after that, because that man shit kicks in. Now he's seen a man pounding the hell out of his wife. He know in his mind, at least in his sexual mind, he's like, well, I ain't no good to her no more, because I don't beat it up like that no more. And she likes that, and she going to want that some more, so she going to find reason to call that dude more nights that she want to visit with me. Or we're going to find ourselves in these awkward conversations. Hey, Billy kicked up and wanted we wanted to kick it some more. But I noticed that Sarah, Billy's wife, ain't really calling me to kick it. But you and Billy kind of got this thing where Billy always want to kick it with you. You always excited when Billy go, hey, Billy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
So
watch this.
Uh-oh.
So, listen, trustedfi.info. They did a survey with just under 200 participants, and this is in 2018.
Yeah.
It says, we got a clearer picture of what infidelity looks like in 2018. Some answers may surprise you. Of those who admitted to infidelity, 55% of male respondents cheated on their spouse with 5 or more people. 50% of our female respondents admitted to cheating with one person. 32% of the men met the person they cheated with online. 22% of the women met the person they cheated with in some sort of social setting, like a bar or a party. Or had a previous romantic connection to that person. 23% of men said the leading cause of the affair was due to a lack of sexual satisfaction. 28% of the women said the cause of the affair was due to a lack of emotional satisfaction. Most marriages continued after the affair, although 40% of women admit that they are not on good terms with their spouses, while 60% of the men said that they're on good terms. Wow.
So what you discovered there, what they discovered there is the devil play too. There's distractions all over the place. And my thing is you're going to find what you're looking for if you look long enough. You over there, if you online, what you doing, if you got a wife and you online looking at other things, you're going to be comfortable and curious about those other things that you're looking at. And you're going to find that shit. And now you win some shit. The same thing with these women. If you at the bar and you got a dude at home or he at work, and you at the bar dressed provocatively or dressed nicely or whatever, dress attractively, let's just say that, right? And then you at the bar getting drunk and you see Buddy over here checking out, he's buying you a couple drinks. Listen, we're not stupid. We know when someone's coming on to us. We know when someone's buying us a drink and wants the conversation, and we know when the conversation's going that route. Come on, don't play dumb. See, that's what I hate when people play dumb. Don't play dumb, though. Just keep it real. Just keep it 100. You know when it's going there, and then you know when you got to draw the line. All right, now listen, we flirted and we had fun. It was all cool. Thanks for the drinks. Thanks for the convo. I got to go. I got Buddy at home. You know what I'm saying? But if you end up going to the car, when do you begin to realize that you are in a situation outside of your actual situation? When does that dawn? See, because I hear this excuse all the time. Well, it just happened. No, you can happen to trip and fall and knock your tooth out.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You can happen to trip and fall and knock your tooth out. That happens. But you can't happen to fuck. That doesn't happen. That takes chemical and physical stimulation. The man got to get you wet. You got to get him hard. Y'all got to mess around. There's a lot of activities. Let's just put it that way, right?
And there's a lot of steps to that.
And then you fuck. Sometimes you just get crazy, rip your clothes off, you're making out with each other, and you get caught up in the whim, right? But still, Where in the middle of that are you not? Come on now. Come on now. I have broken up with my ex. What's up, Justice, man? Or what's up, Yeti? Yeti 2100, shout out.
Yeti, what's up? What's up?
So I have been in a situation where I have actually broken up with my girlfriend, and I had other girls trying to holler at me, and I wouldn't holler at them because I still felt the connect to my ex. I felt like I was cheating on my ex talking to these girls. So I was like, oh, fuck. But I'm going to tell you right now, I warn you, if I'm in a situation with you and you make me feel unloved, I will tell you to your face. You know what I mean? My son and mom know right now, I will tell you. If you won't love me, I'm going to go out there and find someone who will, because I'm deserving of love. After everything I do for women, what I do, I'm a type that cook and clean and do everything for my woman. Why? You're my woman. And and your responsibility is you're supposed to keep my eyes on you. You say I'm gonna give you wifey loving, and you gotta give me husband loving. You gotta give me the husband treatment. If I want to get my dick wet, wet my dick. That shouldn't be an argument. When that's an argument, to me, it makes me feel like you're sick and tired of me. Because why is that an argument? And I ain't saying that you got to fuck me every single time I want to fuck. Because sometimes women, they want to be left the fuck alone. And dudes, that's why you jack off or you do other shit. You go, man, go take a cold shower, go handle your business. And then you holler at her when she's better. You got to give your women their space. I get it. But when it's all the time, it seems like every time you want to touch that woman, she tired, something hurt, she got a headache, she just don't feel like she pushing you away. You can only push me away so many times. And then I'm like, look, you sick of me. You ain't trying to fuck with me. And my eyes, and I will warn you. See, I'm not rattlesnake. You ain't listening for the rattle till you bit. Now you're mad at the snake. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. I like that. I like that.
So yes, yeah, sir. But so that's basically what I'm saying is, I'm gonna love you to death until you make me feel unloved. And if you make me feel unloved, I'm gonna be like, listen, are you sure? Are you sure that I'm not loved here? Are you sure that we go on that route? You know what I'm saying? Are we sure we're doing this? Because right now I don't feel loved, and so I'm gonna ask you, yo, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And if you can't satisfy that love, then we're gonna have a problem, man. And then I'm gonna keep saying stuff, and then finally I'm gonna start looking around. Then you can't get mad. You can't get mad, because see, that's kind of borderline the same question we asked in the relationship before. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Mika. So we got Mika Martinez who was like, amen, we all deserve love. Shout out to Mika Martinez. Yeah, that's real. People need love,
hey,
man.
Mika, what's up?
We are social creatures. We want to be loved. That's what helps boost our confidence in ourselves too. When you get that type of not just the affection and the connection, but it gives you that affirmation that that's something that you're special too. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it can't be one-sided. Listen to half the arguments that people have in a relationship. What is it about, guy or girl? Yeah, niggas' problem is, when a guy expresses himself, he's soft. Man, you can call me what you want to, sticks and stones. You put your hands on me, you go, what happened to you, bro? Hey, Mo wasn't as soft as I thought he was. Okay, then. You know what I'm saying? He just loved his woman. That's all. He just loved his girl. He'll die for his family. I ain't gonna fuck with that dude ever. So just understand that. But my whole thing is like this though. You know what I'm saying? Look, half the reason why a lot of these people fall apart is like the women said, the emotional connection. A man stick his dick in her and then, he don't do, man, that's why I do what I do for my woman, She got a headache, I give her run her a hot bath, I rub her head, I bathe her, I do shit like that. That's my girl. Why think it's been 20 years since I've talked to a lot of girls, some of them, and they still hollering at me. And I be telling them, I say, it can't be, I can't be all bad if all my exes from over 20 years ago still trying to talk to me. Like, what you doing? When you coming into town? And then I got exes telling me shit like, I'm married, but we separated. I ain't ask you none of that. What you telling me you separated for? Hey, how you doing? I ain't seen you in 25 years. What's good? And then it's I got
dressing up.
Yeah, what's good? Or another girl was like, so whenever you come into town, I talk to a dude, but it ain't nothing serious. What? I ain't never said I was coming to town. But just if you come to town, like, just want to let you know, like, what you letting me know? So I already know I got a place to stay when I go into town. You understand what I'm saying? What you do that for? I can't be that bad. I can't be all bad. And it's why? Because women remember that. They remember when a nigga rub their feet. When a nigga give them a pedicure and a manicure. I ain't proud. I do that shit. I know, you know what? I am proud. I'm proud that I do that for my woman. Because that's my motherfucking woman. My woman cut for me. She spend money on me. She do things for me. You give me a son. You give me a child. Why shouldn't I do everything for you? You made a man out of me. You gave me seed. You gave me a legacy. You get that. You get what you get that. You get your pussy ate, everything. You get all that. You get all that. But if you're not giving me what I need, we got problems. Men act like they ain't no emotion, but we got emotion too. If you're gonna make me feel
neglected, we have emotions too, brother. That's why we run up in the pussy sometime raw, because we got emotions. That's why we kill niggas who look at our women, because we have emotions.
Because we have emotion. And what we talked about the other day, what's the first thing we do? A woman break our heart. Well, how you get your heart broke if you ain't emotional? And then what we do? We drink the pain away, and you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to the club. What we going to the club for? Right there. We going to the club. What you think is at the club? We ain't on no gay shit. If we gay, well, whatever. But if we straight, we over there, we drunk. So we already drunk, so now we got that curse. So now what's the first? Hey, what's up, shorty? And we in trouble. Because now she hollering in back. What you talking about? Nothing. I just broke up. I'm single, ready to mingle, out here trying to live my life. Got a little money in my pocket. And what we start doing? We start reaching in our pocket, flossing some cash. Old girl eyes get big. She see, what you drinking on? I'ma have what he having. Have what he having means she all up in your mix. What's goody? She gonna get it. You gonna get it tonight. Cause right now I'm not feeling the dude I'm talking to. He on some bullshit. You just got out your shit and you got money in your pocket. And I seen you pull up in a nice little shiny whip. You chilling? What you talking about tonight? What you think we talking about? It ain't no milk and cookies. Yeah.
Hey, like Bernie Mac, we're gonna get some milk and cookies.
Hey, we gonna get the cookies. You know me, I'm gonna get the cookies because I want to hurt you because you hurt me. I want to hurt you, so I'm gonna go fuck everything. I'm gonna fuck everything, and then you gonna take me back, and I'm gonna come right back to you. What's up, girl? Well, what you was doing when you was gone? I fuck. How you can cheat on me? Well, you bullshitting. You in. See, and now we in some bullshit, and that's how I think it happens psychologically. So I feel like I've answered your. We got big comments. Hold up. Martinez went in on this. Hold up. So first of all, let me just finish what I was saying. I think I answered your question. Now we're gonna turn it over to Martinez. Too bad not all men think the same way. Good for you that you can voice your feelings, emotions, communication. Most important thing that keeps a relationship together and strong. Well, Mika, you know me. You know me. You know the shit I've been through. You already know what it is. Mika knows. Yeah, Mika's a person. So she already knows. Mika know me. And this is what this platform is for, by the way. That everybody eat. This ain't just about music and all. This is about people. That's why I changed it to the Happy Gossip Hour. In case y'all notice, it's the Happy Gossip Hour. We talk about real life shit. And by the way, let me introduce my man. Yo, I'm so rude, bro. I apologize, homeboy. This is my man, Michael Teague from Jersey. He's my business partner and friend and confidant. Lord Finesse, I call him, a.k.a. Finesse of Finesse Entertainment. He's a marketing and management team. He does it all. He's every type of preneur that you can be. Entrepreneur, negropreneur, philanthropist, lover, homie, lover, friend. Go ahead, introduce yourself, Finesse. Talk to these people.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Finesse, representing Central Jersey. Finesse Entertainment. We're an entertainment company with 3 components. One is music, the second is media, the third is film, and I am
fourth,
part of the everybody. It's how does this 3 or 4? It's 3, right?
You said 3, but 4 management. We talked about that earlier. Yeah. Ventures, man.
So I'm here. I'm part of the Everybody's movement. I'm on Monday through Thursday nights with my man Modeja. And to stir the water a bit, I raised that question a few moments ago, and to Mika and other ladies who are on, I think that men, we are communicative. You understand? I think what sets down, ladies, is when we try to communicate and you rebut what we're trying to say, or we want to give you insight about your contribution to the problems in the relationship, to the degree to which you may be a contributor, and you rebut, you attack, you shut down, we stop communicating. And my son's in the other room playing Fortnite, and his friends sometimes play Fortnite for 3 hours. They talk for the whole 3 hours. You feel me? So males do communicate. That's the point I'm making. Males do communicate. When males become men, we want to communicate.
Yeah.
You understand? We just want someone to listen. We want our woman to listen to us with an open mind.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You feel me? Because Modeja, let's keep this shit real, right? From the time we were born and can understand and articulate, we have women to us. Big Mama talking to us, auntie talking to us, mama talking to us whenever we fuck up. Everybody talking to us, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're used to hearing women tell us about ourselves.
Right.
What happens, though, when we have insight and we're able to be articulate and we are telling our woman about herself, not necessarily in a bad way, but in a way that says, baby, you need to work on this. Yo! We get yelled at, cussed at, shut down, we get rebutted, we get it flipped on us. Well, what about you? Yeah, well,
yep.
You know, right now, I've been in situations where a woman's telling me about myself. I said, I'll listen. I'll say, you're probably right about that. Next conversation, babe, I want to tell you a little about something that I see. Oh, what are you talking about? Well, what about you? No, well, baby, look. Well, yesterday, Thursday was about me. We're on Friday now. Mm-hmm. So why don't we talk about you? Yo, Modesia, and let me just say this now, and I love women. Okay, maybe more than I should. Most women cannot hear the truth about themselves.
Nah, that's true. A lot of them ain't trying to hear all that.
Yo, my nigga. So when a woman says, "I want a man to be honest," you know what she's really saying? I want to know if that man has bad credit, man has a bad job, if that man has a baby mama, or that man has
fucking around. See, that's what
exactly.
Yeah,
that's what they want. But most, now not all, but when we are honest with respect.
Yeah.
Most women dealt with can't handle that.
So we're gonna pause for just a second, real quick, before you finish that idea. For all the people that are just now, people starting to pop. I told you, Mike, you get to talking and people start tuning in, bruh. You know, and I ain't even supposed to have you today. Today's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be with my family. You're supposed to be with your family, but we can't get away from this. The people need us, Mike. We got to answer the call. So shout out to Max. You remember Veg Max. Mika says hello, Michael, to respond to her. So I'm gonna take the moment to shout out everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to a friend that's on here. I didn't catch the name. Let me see. What's the name? Music XTU 921. Shout out to him. Welcome him or her, whoever joined on it. Thank y'all for joining. I believe it's a him. Veg tuned in, and to all the people that are tuning in, everybody on my Facebook is tuning in. The question that we talked about were, are men naturally monogamous? And I changed it to people. Are people naturally monogamous? And we started talking about my thought process on that is, the answer is no. I think, and it's for many reasons. I think that our natural human animal instincts wants us to procreate, move around, and explore different things. But it is our ethics and our morale, which, whether it be instilled in us by religious cause or by our societal cause and means, no, you're good, honey. You good, Vestmex. You always be converting, man, honey. I'm with you. Then we on. So what do we go on to talk about, Mike? We were talking about why there's communication.
Talk about infidelity.
Infidelities. We talked about infidelity. We talked about because people feel that way. It's why we've created such things as polygamy groups and whatnot. Shout out to Richard Cromwell, who's kicked in. Crowell. Shout out to Justice and Sean, aka Yeti 2100, and all the people that are tuning in. And then so appreciate it. So Max agrees, and she does the applause. She's also invited 407 people to enter and join in on this show. Miss Mika Martinez had a lot to say, and she's in agreement that communication is a key element to have. But see, there's a thing. A lot of people say they want that communication and they want that honesty, and this is finesse talking about. But they're selective about their honesty. They want honesty, but they don't want all the honesty. So, Lord, finesse, go ahead, finish that thought that you was talking. The honesty. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, as a heterosexual man, I love women, and shout out to all the women who are listening tonight. I'm an articulate man, as Modeja is. See, so what that does is it can create issues in the relationship because I have the ability to communicate how I feel, what I think, what I believe. I was raised with women. I was raised around women. So the women in my life have taught me how to be, for lack of a better word, discriminating. They say women are very discriminating. They know what matches with, and take one look at you, see your whole body, and they analyze quickly. If an entrepreneur, so I have to analyze quickly. So when I talk to a woman that I'm in a relationship with, or a friendship with, romantically involved with, I'm looking too. I'm not scrutinizing, but I'm observing too. I hear the backhanded remark. Understand? I see the mood swings and the mood changes. You know, I see the growth areas and the flaws, as I do for myself. And so if I want a healthy relationship, I want to be with you, I want to deal with you, there are going to be times I'm going to come to you and tell you. And I need you to listen. And maybe I'm speaking for a number of men who have the same issue. You can tell me about myself, then I should be able to tell you about yourself, right? And we both need to be able to look within and say, is he right? Is she right? Let me work on that thing and grow together. So for me, with any woman that I think about dealing with, number one is emotional maturity. Number one. If a woman is emotionally immature, it's going to be a short situation. You understand me?
You can't get
so one has to be in touch with. Say it again.
I say you can't get no realer than that.
Nah, man. And seriously, I mean, I love a woman who's a hustler. Don't get me wrong. It's like that. So, a woman who is on her grind, making money, not because I want her money, because I got my own, but it's that mindset. It's that hustle mindset. And what did you have that hustle mindset? So, you know, when it comes to women, hustle mindset, she going to get it, grab bag, securing her bag. That's a turn on to me. Straight up. At the same time, it's got to be emotional maturity. You got to be emotionally mature. In other words, not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you have to be on a path of growth. Intellectually, psychologically, spiritually. You got to be on a path of growth. You got to be in touch with your weaknesses, if you will, your growth areas, and be working on it. See, you got to be working on it like I'm working on it. You got to be working on you like I'm working on me. So then we come together and work on each other individually. See what I'm saying? That's a healthy relationship. And Modej, it's interesting because I got to say this to all the ladies, and I love you ladies. I haven't met a lot of emotionally mature women. I've met a lot of successful women. I've met a lot of intelligent women. I've met women who work hard, raise their children, some single parents, raise their sons, raise their daughters. But there always comes that point when the woman begins to, I use a big word, decompensate. Yo, son.
So Richard Crowell agrees. Shout out to Richard Crowell and thank you for your feedback. See, that's what I'm talking about, yo. I love it when people open up and feedback, man. It's so this is what this is all about, man. This is the world coming together. I come from it takes a village. No, you see what I said? It takes a village. I ain't say nothing about color. I ain't say about nothing about color, nothing about gender, nothing about race, none of that shit. I said it takes a village. We live together on this planet. And people go through the same shit. Mike, you've been talking for the last 15, 20 minutes. And you've talked about a few relationships I've had. Dead ass. And that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, bro. It's true. And listen, and it's sad. Listen, and ladies, I'm speaking to ladies right now. Just and know this. I did relationship radio for 5 years. Real and raw. A no-holds-barred relationship conversation. So relationship radio is what I've done for a number of years. And I had a situation with a young lady. I watched this. I said, yo, you need in your life? She said, of course. I said, so let's support each other until we figure out what we want to do. I didn't put sex on the table. I didn't take it off the table. Yeah. Let's keep this in 100, right?
No, I'm laughing. I got somebody just tuned in. Shout out to Snoop the Coochie Crook. Yo, that is just rich. I had to. It caught me.
I like that. Snoop the Coochie Crook.
Snoop the Coochie Crook. I love it. Shout out to that for tuning in. I love that.
Stealing coochie.
Yeah.
So we set a basic set of parameters in place. Let's just mutually support each other and let's figure it out. We're both two mature adults. We know how to communicate. Modej, how does a woman fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Yeah.
Because one day. No expectations, no demands. Hey, look, you need somebody in your life, I need somebody in my life. Let's support each other in our various endeavors, and then let's figure it out. Bro, how do you, I can't even fathom. I would not fuck that. Somebody came to me like that, a woman came to me like that, and she was someone I was attracted to, I'd never fuck that up. But she did, bro, because you know what happened? She was emotionally immature. And I saw the immaturity on several occasions, and I had to walk away.
Right.
It's a true story. I'm making it very general because the world is very small, right?
Yeah.
So if I give too many specifics, then that person can be identified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not trying to
know that what I'm saying is real.
We're not trying to scrutinize nobody. We're just talking real life shit. Hey,
we talking real life shit.
If the shoe, we got a saying, honest thinking shirts. If the shoe fits, then yeah, I'm talking about you. But the thing about it is, I can talk about you in a million ways without saying your name. If you feel some type of way, well, you was there. You know what I'm talking about. And between you and me, well, you know what I'm saying. But the whole world doesn't have to know who I'm talking about. I can talk to you passive aggressively, if you will. I can talk to you through people, to stuff, without saying what I have to say. So Richard Crowell agrees. He says it has happened to him. Shout out Richard Crowell, man. That's what's up. One day I'm going to have to get him on here and let's kind of get his take on relationship things that he's been through in his lifetime. Shout out to them. And thank y'all so much for the responses. Shout out to Snook, the Coochie Crook. I love it. I became your fan as well. Thank you for becoming my fan. We're joined live here with my man Michael Teague, aka Finesse of Finesse Entertainment. And we're talking about real life shit about communication and relationships, infidelity in relationships, and whether or not men and women are naturally created to be monogamous, or are we polygamous creatures. I believe that we are polygamous creatures that have been corralled into this ethical and moralistic type of thinking, harnessed and channeled to us through religion, religious means, societal means, governmental means, and so on and so forth. But give me y'all's thoughts on that. Go ahead.
Yes. So is anybody chiming in more in the chat?
So Richard Crowell, I said earlier, said that what you was talking about had happened to him. And VegMex said that she agreed too. So shout out to VegMex. VegMex, you still with us? I'm over here exercising, working my little guns out, trying to be sexy on my show. You know, yeah. Dave Gross, shout out. Thank you for joining the Everybody Eats Happy Gossip Hour.
Yeah, so you know, this is what I think.
VegMex is with us.
I think I can't speak for women so much. I think as a man, I think that we as men are not naturally monogamous, but we can choose to be. See, it's interesting, the power of choice.
Yes.
When I was doing research about monogamy versus polygamy versus polyamory, so polygamy is different wives or different spouses. Polyamory is different loves. And
different lovers, yes.
Polygamy and polyamory,
yes.
Another conversation.
Yes. Actually, yes. Before you start, sorry, my correction.
Okay.
That is the one that I was looking for. That was the word. We're human. I think we are particularly polyamorous. And males, maybe they need to do research. Maybe it's already been proven. Males tend to be more so, and as we're the seed sowers, if you will, pun intended. We're designed to spread seed. We're designed to spread our seed and multiply, if you will. Go ahead, Finesse. Finish what you were saying, brother.
So I appreciate it, man. So in my research, and I'm going to resume my research as we prepare these topics. Monogamy is a distinctly Western and recent phenomenon. What am I saying? So basically, monogamy is a European construct. It's not an indigenous people's construct. It's not an African construct. It is a European construct. And it's probably no more than a couple of hundred years old or so.
Right.
See? Yeah, man. So what is that saying? That prior to the influence of Europe in the West in the world, we were polygamous.
or polyamorous.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so VegMex chimes in and she says that she agrees. She thinks because women's eggs die mid-30s to 40s and men are not so physically limited. I'm inclined to agree to some of that. And I think there's a reason for that. I think, with realistic means and thinking realistically, women, I mean, do you want to be giving birth 50 and 60? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dad for joining in. Dad, the question that we're talking about today is, I'm going to say people. The original question, I'm joined here, Dad, by my man. Shout out to my dad, Barry Perry. He's out there in the Virgin Islands. I'm online with my man, Michael
Mr. Terry, how you doing, sir? Mm-hmm.
Michael Teague, out in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And the question that was asked was, are we more, what was the word? Monogamous? Are we naturally monogamous? And I changed the question to, are people naturally monogamous? And I was stating that I don't believe that we're naturally, I think we're polyamorous. That was the word. I said polygamous, but I meant polyamorous. I think that we're polyamorous creatures, because I've had these discussions over the years with from the female point of view and the men point of view. There are relationships where you can be polyamorous and it not be a physical sexual thing. They just have a spiritual connect with this other person, and that's like they bond, they become, and they'll call them, they refer to each other as soulmates. Even though this woman has a husband over here, she's spiritually connected to this man here, and the husband gets it, and the guy, and there's no conflict. No one's just. Shout out Red Turner, REDD in the building.
Red Turner, what's good?
So that's the question, Dad. What are your thoughts on that? So I think that we are corralled mentally, emotionally, and sociologically by our church, religion, the government, society, and so on, to be, that's our morals and our ethics, to be monogamous, I think. And so I went on to elaborate and say that I believe it's like the same example. People who love God so that when they die, they don't go to hell. That's not true love. That's a conditioned love. So I'm going to take a second to answer. So Richard Crowell has something to add in. So let's read. He goes, well, I hang around a lot of people because people my age don't do what I do. But standing from the outside looking in, they all cheat much. But men have more partners than women. And then he went to say that they cheat with. Okay, so yes, and that is part of the research that Lord Finesse here has discussed earlier in the part you had just tuned in. So Lord Finesse he had done a research, and in the survey has found that that is correct, that men tend to cheat with more partners, women tend to cheat with just one. And it's the opposite. They cheat more times with different partners, men do, and women cheat a lot of times with usually one. So give or take, right? So is that correct? Finesse, you want to say something?
Yeah, I need to pull that stat back up, man. Hold on. I'm gonna read that, brother, because let's see if I can pull it up.
Okay, so and while you're listening, we're gonna also address Veg Mex's response. She said, well, most women can't physically, unless you're healthy like me, LOL joking. Okay, so she's hinting. She's like, I'm older, but look, I'm still capable. I'm still with it. All right, Benchmax, we got you. I never met a poly person though. I'm just thinking of physically. So we're gonna stick to the part where she says that she's older, but she's still able. Benchmax, you dropping clues? You dropping subtle hints? You trying to let these young men know some stuff about the older woman, the older gal? I can still hang. Is that what you trying to tell folk? Huh? What you telling us, Benchmax? I know Lord Finesse want to hear too. Lord Finesse, what's your thoughts? What's she trying to tell her?
I think that she's a sexual.
Oh, no, she said it. 31 and still fertile. You better guess that her eggs are ready. 31 and ready. Young men, what's up?
All right, so here we go. So here we go. Trustify.com, Trustify.info. Did a study on just under 200 respondents. And most days I got till about 9 o'clock to be on that. So I got about 7 more minutes. It's big. Man, I try to get on I try to not get on, and I get on, then I try to get on for a half hour and off an hour. So
yeah.
So this is what happened. Under 200 respondents, Trustify.info did a study. And they said of those who admitted to infidelity, 55% of male respondents cheated on their spouses with five or more people. 55% of male respondents who were married cheated with 5 or more people. 50% of our female respondents admitted to cheating with one person. Interesting. 32% of the men met the person they cheated with online, either social media or a dating service. 22% of the women met the person they cheated with in some sort of social setting, bar or party, or had a previous romantic connection to that person. 23% of the men said the leading cause of the affair was due to a lack of sexual satisfaction. Wow. 28% of the women said that the cause of the affair was due to a lack of emotional satisfaction. Wow. So over half of men cheated. And they cheated with multiple people.
Multiple partners. Are you getting that, Richard? That's the stats again. You said you'd miss. He chimed in, said that he missed that stat. Those are the stats now. So did you get those? Show me a thumbs up real quick.
Right. So let's just look at the top two. Right. So of those who admitted. So now it's of those who admitted versus those who really did. But of those who admitted, 55%. Yeah. 55% of men cheated and 50% of women. So men cheat more than women in this particular survey, but women cheat too. Half, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that goes without saying though. But I mean, unless you're gay, well, who the hell are we fucking? Come on, ladies, stop playing.
This is my point.
What's up?
So my point, and I hear you. My point is, and it speaks to what the question that you raised, bro. It speaks to it. Are we naturally monogamous? And based upon those statistics and others that I have researched, we're really not. See, so we say that we are. As you said, we're pressured to be by religion, by the government, by law, right?
By societal means, by society, yeah.
Societal mores, social norms.
Yeah.
But within our practice, we're really not.
No.
Although, and this is the only caveat. And when I did a show about this about 2 years ago. The only caveat, because the show I did was, are men naturally monogamous? And the 3 brothers who were on, myself and 2 others, we agreed that we're not. However, we can choose to be. See, so it's impulse, it's orientation versus action. We can choose to be. And this is what I said, Asian, to all the ladies who are listening, all the brothers who are listening. See, when we make that commitment in a relationship or in a marriage, then we gotta be true to our word. Or don't make the promise.
Remember that song?
I'm gonna do it later. That was Junior Mo. Don't trip. He's.
Hi. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Junior Mo? What's up? That's right. He on bold.
Hello.
Yeah, it's Mook Mook. Say hi, Mook Mook. Junior Mo.
Hi.
Junior Mo is
what's
actually.
Up, Mook Mook?
So I called him Junior Mo, but he's actually Junior Mo is
me?
in Houston. The Jari. That's Junior Mo, and this is Mook Mook.
Can you see me?
No, he can't see you. He's not on camera, but you are. Yeah, so everybody's seeing you right now. So wave to camera 1. Say hi, camera 1. Wave to camera 2.
Hi, camera 1.
Say hi, camera 2.
Hi, camera 2.
Get in here, camera 2. So camera 2 see you. Now wave. See yourself? Now you're on camera 2.
Why can't I see myself looking at it?
You are right there. Look at it. Just look.
Oh.
No, just look at the green light. Now you're looking at it. There you go. All right, now let me go. I love you.
I love you
Let
too.
me go. Let me work. All right, y'all. That's what I do this for you.
Love it.
That's why I
Love
have
it,
my clothing
Love
line on my online store, www.honestshirts.com. That's www.honesthinking.shirts.com. Oh, and shout out to my girl out in London, England, Jade Doc. She bought a bunch of stuff from my. She bought some stuff, and she's gonna buy 4. She bought some stuff from my daughter's brand, Black Amethyst, which is on my site, and she plans to buy more stuff to show my 13-year-old entrepreneur daughter. that her support and everything. So I want to take the time to thank her from my heart. Shout out to Jade in London and all the people that have bought product from my 13-year-old. Look at that, my 13-year-old out hustling me. Ain't that about something? And she ain't even my blood. I raised her since she was 15 months. I got her as a gift that came with her mom. You understand what I'm saying? Look at her, huh? Out hustling me. Go ahead, Vanessa. We talking. Oh, shout out to yeah. So Richard shouted that he talked about. He said that it all starts with a friend request, and that tickled me real quick.
I like that.
So I started laughing. I pointed at him. He go, "Yes, I did." So I was like, "No, you didn't." He, "Yes, I did." Then he said, "Thank you." And then he said, "And in the Bible, even Moses with other women, and then his wife." So, yeah. And that's what see. So you came in on the back end of all this, Mike. You went on to allude that monogamy was only a Western civilization type thing. That everywhere else around the world is polyamorous and polygamous. Correct?
Yeah, so the West influenced the world to embrace monogamy. A. B. It's relatively recent. I mean, if you look at all of human history and you look at the history of monogamy, the history of monogamy is shorter than the history of polygamy. That's the point I'm making.
But
and listen.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go finish.
Yeah, and what I like, when we revisit this, what I'll do, bro, is either text you or instant message you some statistics. Because, like I said, I haven't researched monogamy versus polygamy in a minute, but I remember when I was doing that, when I did that show, man, I was deep into that research.
Yeah.
And it surprised me. It honestly surprised me. And listen, if we look at least the Christian scriptures of the New Testament, there was polygamy in the Bible.
Yes, that's what Richard was talking about.
Yo,
shout out
Solomon, 700 wives and 600 concubines.
Go, Richard. Yeah.
Bro, Mr. Modeja, I gotta check off, brother. It's 9 o'clock, man. You know, gotta get back to my daddy sometime.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but hey, man, we had a good hour. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
That the Everybody Eats what is it? Everybody Eats Happy Gossip Hour.
Happy
right?
Gossip Hour. Hey, it ain't been an hour yet. It's only 52 minutes. Can I get my 8 minutes?
Yes.
It's 52. It's 52:18. We've been on here.
Okay, brother. I'll give you 8 more minutes.
I get my 8 minutes.
Hold on, Mike. Stop packing, son.
Shout out to Alan Starlin, the guy that brought all this together, man. Jersey Allen. See him? Okay, so no, Richard.
Jersey Allen, what's up?
We were explaining that you were right, Richard Crowell. We were explaining that you were right about in the Bible there being a lot of men having a lot of wives and stuff, and Finesse went on to explain that the idea of monogamy is a fairly young ideology that was mostly influenced by the Western civilization, and so on and so forth. If you go way back everywhere else around the world, that husbands had many wives and so on and so forth. And I said that you were the one to kind of bring up that point too, to kind of add to that. So yeah, there was an idea I wanted to state, and I'd forgotten the idea. Oh yeah. I was, I like I like what you said. And that's what I do this for. So Richard shouts out, Mike. See what I'm talking about? This is why people follow us, man. He shouted out he enjoys, and it's good to hear from the male perspective. A lot of the women had chimed and told us how much they love what we do. And a lot of people said we're doing good stuff. And to hear a man say that he really enjoys this is a good thing. Talk to him, Mike.
So listen, I love Wikipedia. And I've actually supported Wikipedia financially.
Okay.
And I always like to deal with facts, everybody. So listen, according to the Ethnographic Atlas by George P. Murdoch, 1,231 societies from around the world noted 186 were monogamous. 453 had occasional polygyny. 588 had more frequent polygyny, and 4 had polyandry. Okay? So, in this ethnographic atlas, most societies were not monogamous. Of the 1,231, only about, not even 10% were monogamous. There it is.
Wow. So that kind of defies the whole religion thing, doesn't it? I mean, 'cause a lot of people really believe that if you have sex with more than one person, you're going to burn in hell. And all this and that. Ain't that some shit?
But there it is, bro.
But it's been going on since the beginning of time. And we've only now begun to become monogamous. So that's kind of, yeah. Wow. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we
hey,
still.
Mordasia, isn't it funny, bro? And everybody who's listening, you know, facts are just, they're wonderful things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This man, the 1,231 societies from around the world, not counties in America, not states in America, 1,231 societies from around the world. Only 186 were monogamous.
Wow.
There it is.
Ain't that about something? Huh? Look at that. So there it is, y'all. And like I said earlier, all this stuff was happening way before this monogamous stuff, and the religious twist in it. And that's the thing that saddens me. This world that we live in, man. We're so scared of the truth, man. We are what we are. We are who we are. If you have, that was the point that I was going to drive. And we've got 4 minutes left with my man Mike Teague, and I'm counting because I know he's got his thing, but I like to make sure he gets the full thing out of this because he's the other half of this, and I need, him and everybody else to understand what's going on. We enjoy all. Thank you, Richard Crowell, and all the people that are tuning in. But the thing that I was talking about is that burning desire. When you with somebody feel like you're missing out on a thing and you want to be, and you miss that single life, if you will. That's that thing that I'm talking about. That's that I'm talking about, where it's not that you so much miss the social life, it's you miss freedom to be able to, if I want to talk to this girl over here, or if a girl wants to talk to this guy over, she can do that. When you're in a monogamous situation, now you're confined. You feel confined. And that's why a lot of relationships fail. Because people feel confined. They feel closed in and closeted in a glass jar. They can see the world around them, but they can't partake. They can't interact in that. And then they find themselves in a situation that just happened. I don't know. I was drinking and and the guy walked up to me and I fell on his dick. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. You understand what I'm saying? So...
That's crazy.
So we got 3 minutes left with Lord Finesse. Lord Finesse, I want you to get the fullness of your 3 minutes. What's good, man? I mean, finesse these people's mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I always like to deal with success principles and motivation. I was talking to a former colleague of mine who's taking a company who's investing in start a medical device company. And he's talking to the previous CEO of my company, the one that I work for.
Right.
From which I will be leaving this year, because this is my year, like it's Mordasia Navarro's year, be in business full time. And this is what he said. Mm-hmm. This CEO said to my former colleague, the harder you work, the luckier you will become.
Oh, yes. I love this.
Right. And when he said that, man, that thing just ran through me, bro, and it clarified a lot of my thinking. It confirmed a lot of my thinking. It put luck into perspective. The harder we work, everybody, on our relationships, on our careers, our marriages, our parenting, our jobs, the luckier we will become. It's almost like the universe honors hard work by saying, I'm going to help you out. Yeah. That's really, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Or the creator says, you've been working hard, I'm going to help you out. And also, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So really, is there any such thing as luck? And do we create our own luck? I think we do. I think in the grand scheme of things, we can create our own fortune, our own luck.
Right, well, to answer your question, yes, luck does exist. If you just defined it, if you said the definition of luck is when opportunity meets what?
Preparation.
Okay, preparation meets opportunity, or opportunity meets preparation. If that's the definition of luck, then yes, luck exists. There is such a thing as luck. And that's the definition of creating your own luck. Go ahead.
Another, it's funny because you made it even more clear than I did. So everybody who's listening, who wants luck, quote unquote luck, we want things to work in our favor and happen. And we all know there's randomness in the universe. Now Mordasia always get philosophical. There's randomness in the universe, and we can't control that randomness per se.
Right.
Okay. In the human sphere, for those of us with success in our careers and our families, etc., the harder we work, the luckier we will become. We will stack the deck in favor of opportunity.
Right.
When we work. Man, isn't that powerful, Mo?
That's some deep shit.
And you and I are experiencing that even now.
Yeah.
That we are stacking the deck in favor of opportunity. We are stoking the flames of opportunity by the level of our mind.
That's what I'm talking about. So that was Lord Finesse's hour right there, man. That's an hour and actually 14 seconds with Lord Finesse. So he's going to close out what he always does. Go ahead and shout out your close out, Lord Finesse.
Hey, and everybody who's been listening, keep listening to the Everybody Eats Gossip and Happy Hour. This is how I close lives. This is how I close the show when I log off. Start where you are with what you have and do something today. One love. Peace.
Yeah.
Brother.
That's Lord Finesse, yo. I appreciate you,
right,
family, man. 100.
Have a good night.
Take care, bro. Okay, so that was from a male's perspective. I want to shout out and thank everybody who is tuned in. So now, VegMex, where you at, girl? You're next. You're up. Are you up? You at your phone? You at your computer? I'm about to call into you. Huh? Shout me a thumbs up. Let me know. Let me know that you're by your stuff, because we need a female perspective on this, and we're gonna finish the idea. What your thoughts are on whether or not men and women are naturally polygamous or monogamous. Or I've got another female that I am going to ask, but I thought I'd ask you first. I know you've had a lot of positive insight and input. So what's goody? Talk to me, VegMex. Where are you at? Talk to me. I want to shout out also, what does the Fox say, and everybody that's tuned in on YouNow, all my people on Facebook. Shout out to you guys that are tuning in. I appreciate the feedback. I also appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day, giving me your time. Again, take the opportunity, please, to check out my online store. It is a store that I built. That it was part of the key. It was one of the key ideas that helped me get through my anxiety, depression, PTSD as a former veteran and stuff that I've been through in my life. It's the slogan for my company is it's better to have your feelings on your shirt than on your chest. And then the other one is there's a lot of slogans with my company. It's better to have it, need it, than not need it, than need it, not have it. Also, I have if you think it, I say it. I don't believe in repressed energy. I don't believe in. I think you have to let that stuff go. It's just not good for you. And so my t-shirt company, we have everything: t-shirts, pins, socks, shoes, boots, jackets, hoodies, beanies, slouch beanies, scarves, pillows. We have it all. If you don't see it there, just hit me up and I'll direct you. But I have everything on my store. Check it out. It's www.honesthinking shirts shirts.com. Check it out, and you might find you don't have to buy anything, but just go there and see, and you might find something that pertains to you, something that you can identify with. It talks about everything, just like it's the core of what this show is all about, the Everybody Eats platform, which is a platform that I created not only as a self-proclaimed entrepreneur, which I am. I'm self-taught, taught myself everything: videography, photography. I do videos, I do graphic design, I do all that stuff. I built all this because I got tired of relying on people. People kept promising that they'll help me out, they'll do this, they'll do that, and they don't do it. They don't keep their word. So I said, you know what? Rather than waiting for a handout, I'm going to go ahead and get it myself. And I did. And I built this to allow people like yourselves who have things that you want to talk about that maybe people around you may not understand. First of all, I'm going to tell you, you're not alone. You're never alone. You were never alone. And if you need to talk, I'm here. I've been there. Trust me. I've covered this for almost 30 years of my life. Anxiety, PTSD, panic disorder. I'm talking agoraphobia, all that shit, man. Lost hate, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I stopped doing the things I love. One of my number one loves was playing basketball. I stopped playing basketball. Man, I miss that sport. Now I'm 44, about to be 45 in a month and a half, and my back ain't going to be able to handle basketball no more. But, you know, to work out in the gym and be the gym rat that I was, I lost out on a lot of that in my life, man, you know, because of that. So you're never alone. But also this platform is for musicians, artists, entrepreneurs, people that are trying to get on and get their stuff heard. We're working on a package. We're working on a promotion package. My partner and friend, Michael Teague, a.k.a. Finesse, who was just on here. I'm going to do the promotion. I'm going to develop the flyer and everything. And building a package where people can go ahead and order a package, and we will promote your songs. We will play your stuff. We will promote your merchandise, whatever it is that you got. And then you'll pay us a fee for our service, and we will brand you. We will do it. And of course, we're not going to $1,500 an hour, $900 an hour, $2,000 an hour, all that shit, $900,000 a week or a year. No, we're not that. We're gonna have a set package for the allotted time, and I'm taking this opportunity to give people the help that I wanted when I was a producer. I still produce music. I still write music. My genre of music is ragazzi, which is a combination of reggae, rap, floetry, jazzy music, hence the name ragazzi. But like I said, any genre of music, country, hip hop, soul, blues, I don't care what it is, whatever your art, photography, painting, videography, you want to get on a platform and get yourself heard and recognized, come forth and be recognized on this platform, the Everybody Eats platform. Let me shout out some people. Yo, my man, I got my man Ron E in the building. What's up, Keyshawn Wilson? Shout out to Richard Crawwell. You want to send a shout out to your nephew, Artist Edwards, for turning... So TPT, that's your people. Shout out to TPT. That's my man. I hope your wife is doing good, TPT. I know you was in the hospital with her the other day. Mika Edwards, I hope you good. Take care of that beautiful baby girl y'all just got. So shout out. Okay, shout out Richard Crowell. What's goody? Okay, you fam now, bruh. You just came family. Shout out to you, bruh. No doubt. Ron E, what's good? Keisha Williams, what's up, man? All right. Yeah, no doubt. Return the call. Got it. VegMex, where are you at, girl? Are you still here? I'll try to call her. She might be doing something. She was doing something real quick. I'm going to try to call into her real quick and see if I can get a hold of her, because I know she has a lot of insight. I want people to feel free to call and, you know what I'm saying, give me your you know what I'm saying, give me your take on everything. So here we go. Let me see if she's going to respond. So we're calling Sylvia, a.k.a. VegMex. That's her nickname because she's a Mexican vegan and she's proud of that. So we're proud of her. Cool. Let me see if she's going to respond.
Hello?
VegMex.
Hey.
How are you doing? You know where you're at, right?
Live on YouNow.
Shout me out, girl. Shout me out. Shout me out. What is this? What is this show here? What is this platform?
Hashtag everyone eats.
Every eats happy gossip hour. So, you know what the topic was that we were talking about, correct? You remember the topic?
I briefly, I stepped in when it was like 45 minutes in or so.
Okay.
But what I grasped from when I was watching, you're having a conversation with Lord Finesse about being poly.
Yes, are people naturally monogamous, or are we polyamorous or polygamous? But I'm gonna leave it at just polyamorous. Polygamous is a different type of polyamory, but it's all under being polyamorous. So, what are your thoughts? Give us a female perspective on that. I had Richard Crowell who gave us his male perspective, and also, of course, Lord Finesse. So we need the woman's touch. So you were selected as the female to go ahead and guide us through this. By the way, the 31 who is sexy and still able. Y'all better watch out. Chicago in the village, Chi-Town. Y'all better ask somebody.
Well, I feel like I'm a little bit in the middle here, because physically, like, women are limited, right? I mean, I'm not saying to agree with me. Like, I feel like women are limited to a certain extent, overall, because we are only fertile for so long, and men, I feel like they age as they get better. They age better, meaning they can, still, make babies,
right,
with another potential. So I think that has to do a little bit with it, because I know earlier you mentioned in your conversation with Laura Finesse that usually when there's cheating in a relationship, I think it was you and him that mentioned men usually cheat with multiple women and women just cheat with one.
Yeah.
They tend
to cheat multiple times, but it's usually with the same person. Where a man would cheat multiple times with multiple people. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. And I feel maybe that has to do too with women tend to be more emotional creatures too, and men are more physical. And I don't know what I think it does have to do something with our physical construct, as individual, two different genders.
Yeah.
So that's the physical part, and then emotionally, I don't know, because I feel like now women are kind of going the opposite direction in some ways, meaning, how do I put this?
What, they're taking on the male roles now? They're being more aggressive. Men tend to be more laid back. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh, for 100%.
Yeah.
There's a lot of what's the opposite of alpha?
What?
Beta men.
Oh.
And I don't know. So it's kind of, we're kind of in a weird stage in this thing now. So I don't know where we stand now, but as a collective here.
Well, I agree. Here's the thing. I hear a lot of people say men are more physical, women are more emotional. Listen, that's society talking. I think that men are just as equally emotional as women. Don't believe the hype. We talk a lot of shit. Our machismo keeps us from trying to exude that because we're taught that boys don't cry, boys don't show emotion. It's a sign of weakness. That's bullshit. I think women are also equally as physical. As we were talking before, I told Finesse, I said, listen, because unless we're gay, who are we having sex with? Who are we fucking was my actual words, my term. We're out there getting it on with the women. So if the women aren't physical, then who, you understand what I'm saying?
100%.
In my experience, I don't have to work that hard to get something if I want something. If I'm gearing for business, it's not hard to find someone who's in the same, in the same thought process or the same physical thing. That you could tell someone's attracted to you pretty quickly, and women know. They see a guy from a mile away, they know whether or not they'll fuck the guy 5 minutes ago. I already knew just looking at you getting out the car, I would fuck the shit out of you. They know. They just don't have to act like that, and that's cool. That's what's cool about it, The other thing too is, yes, I've heard about that where it seems like women are tending to be more aggressive and the men are tending more passive, like, hey, I want relationships, I want to be snuggled, I want to be cuddled. And I think, again, that's a society thing. I think that society has pushed...
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think that has to do with men suppressing their emotions to achieve the machismo role? And that's why men are more submissive now?
Yes, and again, back to society. Here's the thing. We came from a society that repressed women, and it was a male-dominant society, which we knew felt wrong from the beginning, but it was our machismo and our ego that you talked about that forced that women to be submissive. Now we're finding that women are coming out and being more aggressive and being heard more, and they're not taking shit. They're sort of, if you will, taking control of the pussy or the vagina. That's a very powerful tool there if you know how to use it. You can get men to kill each other over that thing if you want. Now, I don't know if I planted a seed right there. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to. But no, also, men are beginning to embrace their emotion. Because there's something inside of us is telling us that this shit is, in other words, and in the shorter, a shorter answer, People are beginning to realize that the things that we've been taught in days past is bullshit. It's a lot of shit. That's why you got kids that don't want to identify with gender or sexuality and stuff like that. Because now there's all this freedom and there's all this other stuff. I'm not saying and I think that those are extremes. Again, my point of view, my opinion. I think those are extremes. I think you ought to pick a thing and identify it because it helps us to be able to connect. If you can't identify with a thing, then it's hard to connect with somebody that doesn't identify with anything. We can't communicate with you. We don't know how to communicate with you because everything we may or may not say or do may not reflect you because you don't reflect it. So we can't get, so we're going to pass you by. Now you feel left out. Now you killed yourself or whatever. Now getting out of now let's get away from the extreme and let's get back to what you were asking. Men are finding out now people are becoming more free is what I'm trying to say. And so now the women are becoming more bold and standing their ground, and men are coming out and acknowledging, embracing their emotions, their feelings. And people are calling them gay and your feelings, and they say, yeah, I mean, and that's what I tell people. I was in my feelings. Yeah, I'm in my feelings. So what are you saying? There's nothing soft about me over here. Yeah, that's what we made a joke about earlier. A motherfucker talk shit, and then they put their hands on me, and then what happened to you, dude? Man, Mo wasn't as soft as I thought he was. You understand what I'm saying? Because it ain't got nothing to do with being soft. It has something to do with a word that we take for granted or we've completely forgotten altogether. It's called being a human being. And human beings are emotional creatures. We are sociological creatures. We come together, we communicate vocally and physically and mentally and emotionally. We communicate so many different ways. We don't understand how much we undermine the levels of communication that we exude on a daily basis. You could say so many different things with just a look. And people get your mom does it all the time to you. You acted up in the mall, and she could either act the damn fool and beat the snot out of you right there, or she give you that look like, mother child, you do that shit one more again. Do it again. I dare you. And she gave you that look, and she ain't said nothing to you, but you heard 1,000 different things, and you don't ever touch that shit again, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I hope that has answered your question as far as that's concerned. Go ahead.
Right, 100%. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm like,
you were talking about.
I'm like running 3 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. We were talking about men and women switching the roles because of the cheesemo type stuff. That was the question you asked.
Yes. To me, it's a little. To me personally, it's a little confusing time for myself.
In what way?
You know, because I'm first generation Mexican. Okay. So meaning I still have some of those traditional values in me. But then again, like in my personal family dynamic, my mother has been like the leader, I would say the dominant one.
The matriarch? The matriarch?
In the relationship. She was like, and she's not a single mother. She's still married to my father.
Yeah.
But she's always, the emotional and logical. I see her. She has a balance of masculine and femininity in her. And my dad's just kind of on the side, like, oh, just tell me what to do, kind of thing. So for me, from coming from that, but then my grandma. She comes from she's a very submissive woman, and she will never remarry after, my grandpa passed. And, it's very different family values with those two generations in my family.
Yeah.
And then me, and living in a big city, and, as a single woman at 31, I feel a little confused and lost, to be honest, in the direction of me as an individual and what I want.
Yeah.
And I literally last night I was just thinking, like, am I a feminist? Am I like how do I identify myself as a woman? How do I identify myself as a human? I know I don't like to be like completely dominant over a relationship, but I do want someone to be equal to me, but not like submissive to me either. So that's kind of like that's why, like, my conversation, when you asked me, just kind of like all over the place, because I'm trying to figure it out myself. Yeah. You know, in retrospect for that. But it's just, for me right now, that, you know, that dynamic for me, it's a little confusing for me at this time.
Well, for starters, how you do that is, how you identify as the female that you are is, first of all, acceptance. You got to accept what you are, who you are. Learn yourself and accept those things about yourself. And then, you know what I'm saying? Honesty. Be honest. Be honest with yourself and be honest with your partner. Tell them this is what you look for. Men, believe it or not, like to be told. We like to be told what's up, because then it gives us an idea of how to handle you. And
yes, for sure, 100%.
There are different, depending and based on the societies that your family has been raised in, your grandmother and all that. You know, there are people that that basically grow up where the woman is submissive to the man. He's the breadwinner. He's the protectorate of the family. You know what I'm saying? He goes out and busts his ass, and he comes home to his wife, and she's got the hot meal cooked from the kids are in bed, and blah, blah, blah. Whereas it's the same type of structure on the other hand, but the woman is the matriarch, and she's the head of the household, and the father is just the provider. The mother's more protectorate because she made the babies. And it's even in the animal kingdom. You'll find that the women, the females of the lion species, the elephant species, the cat species, and the monkey species, the females tend to be more protective of young and of the household, basically. Where the men get involved is when a threat threatens the environment as a whole, and then all the men get together and say, "Okay, you're fucking with our space. We're gonna fuck." And that's where the men get together. So yeah, there's that in the human species, and we are animalistic in our own way. Shout out to Richard Crowell. Yes, we do. I appreciate that. Thank you for your feedback. I'm online here with Sylvia, aka VegMex. She was the lady we were talking to who was tuned in earlier, and we're getting a female perspective on whether or not people are naturally monogamous or are we naturally polyamorous. And so she was giving us a female perspective on that, one of the male perspective. From Lord Finesse in that light. So feel free to chime in, give me insight on what you guys think, and I will shout out your comments. That's what this platform is for. I want to hear from everybody. So shout out to Miss Sylvia, aka Miss VegMex. Miss VegMex, you want to shout out everybody that's tuning in?
Yeah, thank you for everyone who's tuning in and listening. I think you're utilizing this platform to actually speak of, you know, daily things that needs to be, you know, spoken.
Talked about, yeah.
I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's rare. It's rare that people talk about these things on a platform even like YouNow.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook, you know, yeah, it's a little bit more common, you know, if you really look through it, but YouNow, it's very rare.
Yeah.
So I think it's great, and you know, I see, you know, I know maybe you're just doing it just to enhance your current business, but I think this would be a great platform for you. Really stick to it. Well, it's great.
Well, this is my business. I do this for this purpose. See, like I told people, I've been through 30 years of panic attacks, depression, anxiety disorder, panic disorder. It started when I was 15 years old back in 1990. I'm almost 45, so it's almost been 30 years. I lost tremendous weight. I've been in our hospital. I'm thinking I was going to die, going through it, and I created a t-shirt company called Honest Thinking, hence the name Honest Thinking. What it means is I had all this thought and stuff repressed in myself, and what my doctor told me was, my doctor said, you have a big heart. You care about people too much, and you tend to take on other people's things. And I was controlling in that way. I found that in relationships that I've been with. Rather than, see, the best way you can help somebody as a friend is be that friend. Don't try to take on their problems and micromanage. Because what it ends up doing is it ends up putting the bag on your shoulders, and then you're not being a good friend in allowing your friend to become the stronger person that they need to become going through that process. And I'll share an analogy with you. It was an old proverb, not a proverb so much, but a story that I forget where I got it from, but an Asian guy was telling his grandson or something. I think is a story, but anyway, follow me. By the way, Richard Krause says, nice to meet you, Vegmex.
Oh, nice to meet you. Thanks
Okay.
for listening.
So here's the story, y'all. Those of y'all that are tuning in and listening. A woman was walking in the park, and she noticed a cocoon. It was wiggling, jiggling on the branch, right? And so she took an interest. She took an interest in the cocoon, and as time progressed on, the caterpillar or the butterfly was beginning to emerge from said cocoon. So it was struggling, and the woman, bless her heart, watched this for a while and decided, well, I'm going to help this butterfly get out of this thing. It's having a hard time. Let me help it. So she took a hold of the cocoon and she grabbed the butterfly and pulled the butterfly out of the cocoon. When the butterfly came out of the cocoon, it couldn't move its wings. It couldn't fly. The wings were deformed and all crinkled up together. They were no good. So the butterfly couldn't survive and died. It broke her heart. She didn't understand. Here's the point to this proverb or to this story. The reason the butterfly, the reason why nature or God or however you want to call it, makes you struggle is to make you stronger. See, the butterfly needed to struggle to get out of the cocoon. Why? The purpose of the struggle was so that it would force blood in through its wings, so that its wings would be stronger, so that the butterfly could then fly off and feed on flowers and live. And also carry out nature pollinating other flowers to create other flowers. That is the purpose of a butterfly. A lot of people think bees are the only one, but butterflies also. So when that woman helped that poor butterfly, she didn't realize that she was hurting it. And she didn't know. But she didn't realize that that butterfly needed to go through a thing to become the butterfly that it was going to become. And it because she took it away, she killed it. And she inadvertently killed it. And that's what I learned about myself. I always used to take on my friends' problems. And then me being the hypochondriac that I am, when a friend goes through a thing, I start thinking that thing is mine too. So I started tripping, and it really didn't help in my anxiety. Jumping back to what I was talking about. I built my Honest Thinking Shirts online store and company by expressing my feelings through slogans and stuff on a t-shirt. I realized that when I would talk about stuff, people acted like they didn't understand. I felt so alone. I felt so desolate and destitute. I felt so isolated. I didn't think anybody got me. I felt like nobody understood this and that. Okay? I was just spiraling down into a real dark rabbit hole. And I found when I started writing down my feelings, I started putting feelings on shirts, and I would wear the shirts. And people were like, bro, that's exactly how I feel. Man, where did I get that shirt? So it took off organically. So the name of the company is HonestThinkingShirts.com, and you'll find, if you just check it out, just Honest Thinking Shirts is one T, HonestThinkingShirts.com, shirts.com. And you'll find something. I'm sure you don't have to buy anything, but just see where I'm coming from. You might end up buying something. I do everything. I got it all in there, and that was how I helped get through my. And I appreciate that. Thank you for the amen, Richard. But so this platform now, the Everybody Eats, it was the happy hour. I started because as a musician myself, a producer, I do reggae type music. I write and produce my own stuff. I got in my studio, I've got the lighting and everything. I do photography, videography. I self-taught. I'm self-taught in all this because I got tired of people promising me help and they're going to give me a leg up, and nobody would. So I said, you know what? Why can't I do it myself? So I went and I took the schooling, the teaching. I taught myself. I learned a lot on YouTube, believe it or not. I went and I ordered books on Amazon, read up, wrote stuff down, and taught myself. I even taught myself how to design web pages, for God's sakes, and then designed my own web page and then integrated it with WooCommerce, and now my web page is what it is today. So, and then I took what I designed and I put it on this other platform called Flatsum, which is a template. I love that it's an online store template, and I used it. So I integrated my design stuff with Flatsum, and so my store is what you see. So if you check it out, you'll see it. I use this platform to give voice to those people, DJs that are acting shady and don't want to play your stuff in the club. I'll play your stuff right here. I'm set up. I have my own online radio station called CRZN74, the Everybody Eats station. Okay, my DJ equipment was acting crazy. I have online DJ equipment. It's acting funny. I'm working on it, so it should be fixed hopefully by this weekend, so I can get back into doing that because I pay money every month, and if I'm not using it, it's just going to waste. But it's to give voice. And then I realized that we started talking about other things, like this type of stuff, and people were tuning in and responding. And I was like, well, it is a platform for people that exercise their voice. And you guys have. And you guys did. And we started talking about everything. So I changed the name from the happy hour, which was to play music or artists of any kind, photographers or graphic designers to showcase their art, to now the regular everyday person to express what they go through on a daily basis, whether through life shit, relationship shit, religious shit, anxiety and sociological shit, psychological shit, whatever. Whatever. Feel free to tune in. And you have. And this happened organically. I didn't plan this. This happened by itself. I've only been doing this 4 months, y'all. And I have been booming every day. People hitting me up, my phone, 5, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. People are hitting me up. Well, what's good? I'm trying to get on. What's on? As I'm wondering, I get any sleep, and I love it because if I can help, then now I know what my purpose is. And here's my purpose: sitting in my own study, in my own room, in my home. I'm a father of 2 or 3. I have another son. I have a wicked woman that's keeping me from my son because she can't have me. She denies it, but she knows. Everybody that knows us knows the truth. So now she's keeping my son from me. He's 13. There's Jari Navarro. Your dad loves you. That's my junior Mo. And then I got my baby Mook Mook, Lil Mo. And then I got my stepdaughter, who's my daughter. I raised her 15 months. I've had her since she was 15 months. That's my girl. She's now 13. And so she's doing her entrepreneur stuff. And people have bought. And shout out to my girl J-Doc, who has bought stuff from my daughter. And she said she's going to buy more. So shout out to her for showing my daughter love on her brand. Says she loves the design. So thank you for that. And thank you, VegMax. Look at you. Here we are. Huh?
Yeah.
So go
ahead.
I
was just... no, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No,
I think that's great. I did, to piggy off your plug, I did check out your website. I'm a little confused with the layout. So is everything in the website yours? Or is it a collaboration of other people too in the website?
Okay, so everything on the website is absolutely mine. Every brand that you see. Okay, so the Everybody Eats brand, that's mine. The ECTC, that's my design. A friend of mine, Devin White, who's also going to be on here. He's going to be part of the Three Brothers platform that we're doing. I'm showing support for his cause out in Kentucky. He's Texas based, but he moved to Kentucky to go to school, and he's out there doing that. Him and I were best friends. We're still best friends. He came to me in my life when my oldest son was taken away from me, and I kind of adopted him kind of as a little brother's son. He came to me. I was broken down emotionally, and I met this guy fishing. I would fish to kind of get over my grief. Met this guy, and we bonded just off rip, just out of nowhere, bonded. We talked about what would we do if we could go. What would you do if you could go to school for fishing? Would you go? You know, if you could get a degree in fishing. And I was like, wow, imagine if we do that. Well, he started a club at his college it's the ECTC Fishing Club, as you see there. I designed the logo and the apparel for that. The school picked up on the idea and loved it. So now he's pushing that out there. So now they can come to my site and get the stuff that they need for him from his brand right there. He also has the Changing the World Starts With You. I forget the acronym. It's like CTWSWY or something. Changing the World Starts With You. Then I have my Honest Thinking Shirts brand, which is up there. And then I have stuff for kids. And you'll see Black Amethyst. That's my daughter's deal. So I'm doing that.
I saw that.
Yeah. So those are all the different categories. I just implemented the kids and youth. And I'm going to start filling up that with the kids and youth apparel for children as well. Then there's the miscellaneous stuff. Oh yeah. Let me see. Richard Crowell shouted out something. What you talking about, Richard? And this show where people can have an intelligent conversation about real life. Yes, that's what this show is. Listen. It's like I tell everybody. Listen. When I'm on this show, I can only speak from my point of view, based on my own experience in this life. I can't talk about what you guys experience, but you guys can. And so I want to hear from you guys. Because in this day and age, everybody's talking about being politically correct. That's fucking bullshit. If I think somebody's acting retarded, I'm going to say you're retarded. Now, if you don't like it, stop acting retarded or do something about it. Be better. You understand what I'm saying? But to be politically correct, I'm not going to say you're acting mentally challenged. That's not how I felt. I felt like you acting like a fucking retard. So stop acting like a damn retard or get away from me and do that somewhere else. Because you're violating my space with your mentally challengedness, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? So I learned a long time ago, I'm not going to make everybody happy. That's what caused my anxiety. Trying to make every fucking body happy. It was killing me, literally, inside. I appreciate that, Richard. So you understand what I'm talking about. I'm about to have you on the show next. You about to be called in. We got to get to connect. So have me or hit me up with your contact and friend me here on Facebook, and I'll contact you on the next one. You understand what I'm saying? I got a long list of people, but I will definitely get to you. I tend to try to do more than one person so I can get people circulate, because gosh, I got a lot of people who want to talk. And I love y'all. We ain't gonna, hey, it don't stop and it don't quit. But that's what I'm talking about. Stop trying to be politically correct. I have a t-shirt on my store that says, quit trying to, what was the slogan? I think I posted it on Facebook. What's the word when you're not saying the exact words that you're quoted, but you're kind of quoting, you're kind of misquoting your own quote. What's the word? Paraphrase. I'm going to paraphrase my own quote. But it's so it goes on to say, to basically, everybody stop trying to do shit to get everybody else's approval. Do your shit. Do you. Be you. See, I have another t-shirt that says, I love it when the trash takes itself out. You know why I say that?
I didn't see that. I did not see that on your website.
It's under, go under the Honest Thinking Shirts. In the category, it's under the Honest Thinking Shirts. And it says, I love it when the trash takes itself out. And what I'm talking about is people in my life that have been there. Listen, if I'm me and you don't love me for who I am, then go ahead. That's all right. I don't have to see why we gotta hate each other, because we just not birds of a feather. Do you stay on your side of the fence? You know what I'm saying? It don't cause ruckus and melee in my life because we don't get along. No, man, move around. So if you're doing a thing, if you're doing you being you, and you're not trying to hurt nobody, but people don't agree with you and they don't like what you do, then excuse yourself. And when people fall off, I always say, if you fell off because I'm being me and everything, you want me to love you for you, but I'm being me, you can't love me, then you were never my friend, no way. And so I love it when the trash takes itself out. You stop fucking with me, see you later. I don't have to hate you, and you don't have to hate me. Why can't we continue to live? You're just not fucking with me, I'm just not fucking with you. All right, see you later. There it is. Okay, so Richard's chimed in. What you got, Richard? Talk to me. Yes, sir. Yes. Well, the way I was raised, like you said, everybody eats. When one person made a hustle, everyone made a hustle. That's the other thing. Why not? Yeah. And that's another t-shirt. See how it goes from one t? Why not? That's also an Honest Thinking shirts on the Honest Thinking category. The answer is why not? Why is it that I've all of a sudden started a thing and now I'm bigger and better than you? If you're just as creative as I am and nobody won't give you a shot, come here. Come to Everybody Eats. We're gonna recognize you. We're gonna recognize you right here. Whatever it is that you do, you want to talk about some stuff, you want to get some stuff off your chest, you want to share ideas that you have with your business or whatever, you want to become an entrepreneur and you're looking for some insight. This is what I do right here. That is the epitome purpose. Right here, I had an artist on last night that said that there's a lot of people like him that are artists that are scared to ask for a handout because they feel like they're begging. They're scared that they're scared of the negative flack that they might get for. I said, listen, how are you gonna get any better if you don't ask for help? You remember the old saying when we was younger, a closed mouth don't get fed. Come on, and that tore at me, man, because that is the exact reason why I'm doing this. I'm giving you a platform, an opportunity to showcase what to showcase what it is that you're trying to do. Showcase your talent, showcase your art. You got music you want to play, I said email me your music, teamfootage74@gmail.com in MP3 format. The only thing I ask is make sure, unless you're selling a mixtape, make sure you state you don't own the rights, because a lot of platforms, when I play this stuff, this is all over the place. YouNow, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, they will mute your stuff or they'll cut it out. They won't even play it because you don't own it's copyrighted. So make sure you're protected. Protect yourselves, artists. And send me your stuff, and I will play your stuff in circulation right here. Again, like I said, I'm putting together a promotional package where people can buy the package. You can buy the kit, and so what I say when I say a kit, it's a package of a service that I will offer you, where I will play your music. We will brandish your brand, whatever you got. We will push your brand and shout you out to everybody on all the platforms that I'm connected to, any best way I can to help get your brand out there. There ain't no such thing as free shit. I've done free shit for a long time. People have walked over me. You're not gonna walk over me no more. So no more free shit. I got babies I'm trying to feed. Like I said, I'm doing this for my legacy. But if you're real about what you're doing, you're gonna pay the price. You're gonna pay because you pay all these other people's stuff. Gucci and all them are millionaires, and they're a bunch of bigoted people that are that don't like us. No way. But who made them rich? We did. So help a person out that's showing you love. And I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for $100 million for shit. I'm not asking for a ridiculous amount for a watch. $200,000 for a watch. You get a $5 watch like everybody else. Give me $5 and now you tell time like everybody else. Let me see, Richard Crowell, what you talking about? But that was back in the day. I mean, it doesn't have to be though. But yes, I agree. It is back in the day. But it doesn't have to be back in the day anymore. Why can't it be today? We got to teach. I'm going to tell y'all something now. The kids are what they are because of us. It is our fault. The baby boomers and the Generation Xers. That's our generations. It's our fault. Why? Because we wanted so badly. Here we go, being that woman pulling the butterfly out of the cocoon. We're doing that to our children. Hear what I'm saying, y'all. We want so badly for our children to have what we didn't have. But we forgot that what we had is what made us who we are today. We acted up. Now you try to whoop your kids. You gonna go to jail? Man, I wish my motherfucking kids would do that to me. I want my DNA back. You'll keep all your mama, but you're gonna give me my DNA back. Because I'm not gonna die and leave some, that's not gonna be my legacy. Come on now. No. God don't make fools. He don't make mistakes and he don't make fools. So what I'm talking about is we want so badly for our children. We want it so badly, our generations, for our children to not have to struggle like we struggle. Our struggle is what makes you. Remember, I just told you about the butterfly. The struggle was what the butterfly needed for the blood to flow into its wings so it could fly and serve a purpose. But when the woman tried to help the butterfly, she pulled the butterfly from the cocoon. The wings didn't expand. They were crinkled and they were useless. He was deformed and handicapped. So he had no purpose. And guess what? It died. It never had a chance. That's what we're doing to our children. We are enabling our damn children. We're not giving them that work ethic that they need to make them the adults that they should become. They need to become. So what do we got today? We get these millennials and what we call them, all this other shit, these other generations that we got that they feel, not only are they enabled, but they feel entitled. They talk back. They don't identify with genders and groups of things. They think themselves above a thing. And if you talk to people, they're very, very, listen to these people, they're like, oh my God, I feel so attacked. Because I'm telling you a thing, now you feel attacked, you feel condescended to. So now we can't even talk to our kids without them feeling condescended to. I feel like you're condescending to me. Well, be condescended then. You're acting like a fucking idiot. You're acting like a damn child. That's the definition of being condescended. You're acting like a child, and I'm telling you, stop acting childish. Grow up, grow a set, be a big boy or a big girl, and get out there and make something of yourself. I'm old school. Get with it. And like I said, I probably pissed a lot of people off, but that's me. That's my point of view from my world experience. It helped me be the man I am today. And I come from a single home destroyed family. I come from a family of sex abuse, physical abuse, mental, emotional abuse, drugs, violence, death. I come from that. And look at the man I am today. I'm going to tell you, people may not believe, but hey, in my universe, God is real, and you better ask somebody. And you can take that how you want to, and how you want to believe that, whatever. Richard, what you talking about? You agreed. Freedom ain't free. Hey, talk to me a little bit more about that, man. I want to hear, give me some more insight on that. You can't just drop that bomb and then go and walk away.
Yeah, on that note, I'm actually going to head out because I'm getting ready to pack for my trip for tomorrow. I'm going to go on vacation, so.
Uh-oh, hey, that's right. You talked about that the other day. I wish you the best. I hope you have a good time where you're going and whatever you're doing. Be safe and
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm traveling alone, and yeah. In 7 months, I've only had 4 days off, so.
Wow. No. Enjoy yourself, girl.
I'm a hustler.
I'm a hustler. The struggle is real. Hey, ladies and gentlemen that's tuned in, shout out to Miss VegMex, Sylvia. This is Miss Sylvia, y'all. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for everyone listening and tuning in.
Oh, yeah. And listen, you know, I promised you that I was going to call you back the last time when Jersey Allen was here. He's over here taking care of his vehicle. His car had broke down, so he's got some stuff he's dealing with, so that's why he's not in tonight. He tries to get in as much as he can. But I did say that I was going to reach back out to you, so Much appreciated. Thank you so much for being on, and I love you lots, girl. Be safe on your trip. Have fun, huh?
Thank you. I will.
Okay. I salute you, girl.
Thank you.
Well, honey.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Have a good night.
You too, bye. All right, Richard, what you talking about? So you said what now? Because they teaching them everyone is a winner and they don't have to work to be number one. Everyone gets a man. See now. So Richard, I'm gonna do this, bro. 512-905-1161. Let's hear from you. Let the world hear from you. Let's get this on. I just got off with Miss Sylvia. I got off with Lord Finesse. So now, if Richard will have it, he's family now. He's friends. Shout out to TPT Edwards. This is his uncle. So let's hear from you, man. 512-905-1161. Call in if you want, and let's hear from you for a couple minutes. We've got a few more minutes left here on the podcast, and then we'll end the podcast with you. So let's see. Okay. Just checking everybody else that's tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on YouNow. All my faithful followers. Snowball, Psycho Bunny, Chozy. What's up? Ali H. I fan view. Thank you for tuning in. What does the Fox say? All my usual people that always tune in and show me love. I love you guys. VegMex, thank you. Snook, the Coochie Crook, thank you for tuning in. That was just awesome of you, man. I love that name, man. Let me see. Music, XTU. Shout out for tuning in. And everybody else that is tuned in, oh my gosh. So Richard, where you at? You want to call in? You want to holler at us? Or how you want to do it? You want to keep typing in or what? Talk to me. In case, that's 512-905-1161. Call me in. This is awesome, y'all. I love this. I love hearing from people. I love the feedback. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are amazing. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just me, man. I'm just offering a platform. Okay, so if I type it in, will it be easier for you? Here, let me type it in, and then you could just get it off the comments. Look in the comments right here, yo. Let me see. Type that in. There it is. Call in. Let's hear from you, Mr. Crowell. Richard Crowell, y'all. Family. Anybody fuck with TPT, fuck with me. I fuck with them tough, man. TPT, that's my boy. He's another hard-working artist, man. One of the hardest-working artists I know. And he was on the show last week, and we had a ball with him. Then we had my man Chris R.E.D.D. Turner, who was tuned in. I don't know if he's still on here, but I know he was on earlier. Shout out to everybody. Lydia, Siegfried, all my people. Keshawn Wilson. Everybody that has tuned in tonight. You guys, man. You guys. It's y'all. I do it for y'all. This is the reason I do it. All right. Appreciate you, family. Let's hear from you. We've got a few more minutes left on the podcast, so we'll close out with you, my friend. So, yeah. Hit me up. Let's chat. Let's talk about this stuff. Let me see who else is tuning in here. This is amazing stuff, yo, man. You guys are awesome. You guys, I get choked up, you know. I fight the tears back, you know, because it was a thing that I was trying to do I just want to help people. Like I told the doctor, I'm never going to change. I'm always going to be a person that's going to help other people. And, but I don't have to be screwed over by helping people. I've been screwed over by a lot of people that I considered friends and family. They know who they are, but I don't have to be throwing people under the bus. It don't stop and it don't quit. I'm me. You understand? I can only be me, and this is who I am. This is what I love doing. I love the positive feedback. I love when whatever it is that I'm doing makes people feel good, helps people feel that they're not alone, help people feel like they can relate to a thing, they can identify with a thing. Because whether or not you think you identify with a thing or not, you're identifying with something. It's just whether you accept what you identify with. But that's part of the thing, being honest with yourself and accepting yourself. Man, we're going to eat everybody. We're going to all eat. Everybody eats. Let's get it. This is how everybody's eating. You're eating some knowledge. You're eating some understanding. You're gaining a friend. I mean, we may not be best friends, but I'll be your friend. I'm your friend from far away. Hey, how you doing? This is like a online pen pal, if you will. You get to talk. You get to call in and whatnot. And right now we're waiting on Richard Crowell and see what's up. Call me in, brother. Where you at? Hit me up. I want to hear from you, family. So I don't know. Maybe he's got the numbers, so he's making up the adjustments to call me in. So let's see what's up. Let's see what's happening. We sitting there, we waiting on you. In the meantime, I'm checking out all the people that have tuned in, all the people that are following. This is just, man. Shout out to my man Jersey Allen again. Who else? David Gross, my dad Barry Perry, who tuned in. He didn't respond to me though. Dad, you didn't respond to me. What's good? You know. R-E-D-D, my girl Mika Martinez. I got some insight from her. James Teague, my cousin. Nathan Brandon was good. Stephen Lopez. All the people that tuned in, man. You know, just a lot of y'all, man. My man Ron E. Kelly Jones was goody. All you people that have tuned in, man. You know. Let me see. So, yeah. And again, of course, shout out to Richard Crowell for tuning in. Hopefully we'll hear from him here soon. Seeing where he's at. Here we go. Is this Richard?
Yes, sir.
Richard, what's good? Yo, ladies and germs, I'm just joined by my man Richard Crowell. How you doing, brother? Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm doing good. I had to go ahead and take me to the bathroom break and get me some water and everything because I'm kind of nervous. You know, I ain't never done nothing like this.
Oh, don't be nervous,
But,
man.
you know, I'm like you. I'm pretty much a straight-up guy. You know, I don't believe in all that political correctness. You know, if you doing something stupid, I'm going to take you.
Absolutely. And that's how we
You know.
that's how we need to be anyway. That's what helped us to be the people that we are today, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Because, you know, that's why I try to tell these youngsters nowadays. I say, back in the day, I was raised in a very, very poor black community, way out in the country.
Yes, sir.
You know, we ate wild animals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But no child went hungry. No child went without being his ass washed. And, you know, everybody took care of everybody.
Yes, sir.
And all that changed.
Yep.
And that's when you talk about that political correctness, and they like the kids nowadays, you know, everybody get a trophy, you know.
Yep.
They teach them you don't have to work hard to accomplish nothing. And what you said earlier was 100% right. The harder you work at something, the better your luck is.
Yeah.
The more blessed you become.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's all I wanted to chime in and talk about something like that, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And since you're a vet, you know, I'm a vet.
Yeah.
One day we'll try to get some vets on the show and, you know, have a discussion about vets. Being,
Oh yeah, that's
vets,
right.
you know, in the VA and how everybody gets treated, you know, stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah, we've touched on a lot of that already, and I'm trying to get a lot of my fellow veterans to get on here and you know, for definitely for sure. And we have on Thursdays a at 7:30 p.m. our time, of course, Central Standard Time. We have a conference call that we call. Everybody can call in, and everybody can talk at once. We did it last
Well,
night.
that's kind of cool. You know, I like stuff like that. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Yes, sir. So we
You
did.
know, I still can't believe I called into your show, though.
Oh no, you good, man. And everybody's welcome. Everybody eat, brother. Everybody eat. So
Hey, brother, if you hear me coughing, don't pay it no mind. I'll catch my breath in a minute.
no, sir. No, you good. Do what you got to do. You know, tell yourself you good. I'm just really glad that you've chimed in. This is what I do this for. And I, you know,
I'm one of those self-made people.
Okay. So, you basically are a number, in addition to a number of people that have called in, that have talked to me on a personal note, just, you know, that relate to what I do. And so I'm gonna ask.
I relate to you a lot, man. That's why I send that shout out to my nephew while ago on there, man, for introducing me, you know, to your show here.
TPT, that's
you know,
my boy.
TPT, that's him, baby.
Yes, sir.
Artis. You call him I call him Artis.
Artis, yes. But so did he tell you the nickname I gave him when he was on my show? Okay, I said his real name is Artis. So you know he's born with it. You can't make that
up. That's it, man. That's it.
He's born with it.
He worked hard.
Yes,
man.
he do.
A lot of people don't realize how hard he worked and the struggle he go through every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he worked harder than a lot of people that's already famous. I mean, he puts everything he got into what he loves.
And you know what else too that I loved about him? He bring everybody on. If you check all his mixtapes and everything he got, he be having everybody on his music, man. Everybody get a song.
Yeah, he want to put his uncle on there too.
Well, get on there then. What you waiting on?
Well, I need to get involved with mine. Where he told me come on by, where he can record me.
Yeah.
On a few things. Yeah, he always cut for me, man.
Man, get on there, man. He got some good. He got good
conversations with him. We do.
Yeah, yes, sir. Of course, yeah. But he's a good conversationalist too. He can talk about real stuff. For being so young too, I met him when he was real young in the game. I want to say about 10 or so years back, and this guy, he been working ever since I ever known him. All I see is all these, and people wasn't really fucking with him. So I told him, dude, man, get on my show, man. Send me some stuff. He was busy with a lot of life stuff, and then he sent me his music, everything. We played it. We had a ball. I think we went over about 2-3 hours. We was on the show jamming and stuff. Yeah. Man, we had a good old time, and that was just last week. So the thing is,
I signed in on it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I wasn't your friend yet. I had sent you a friend request. And you couldn't see what I was typing, but he could.
Oh, okay. So are we friends on Facebook now?
When you accepted my friend request, then I can you can see what I'm typing in.
Yeah. Okay, so we are friends on Facebook. Okay, good. So,
yes, sir.
So then that's what I was going to ask you. So I guess you kind of answered the question already. But the question was, so what it is about the show you like? What is about me and what I'm pushing that you like, so people can understand what this means to you? Go ahead.
Well, just about pretty much everything, and even I'm trying to think. Even if some stuff I might have disagreed with you on something, I can't remember, but you made valid points. I never use that word, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
and that's what having, like I typed in there earlier, that's what having an intelligent conversation is all about.
Yes, sir.
Not getting mad and raising your voice.
Yeah.
Is notice when somebody has a valid point. That's part of being an adult. Like that's the same with the relationship.
Yeah.
We were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got nervous again.
You all right?
But you see what I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's just like being in a relationship. You got to talk.
Yeah.
If you have a problem, sit down and talk. And explain to each other. If you had to explain it 15 different ways to the other one to understand, that's what you need to do. It's just like having a 3, 4, 5-year-old kid. Some people used to get mad at kids because they keep asking the same question over and over.
Yeah.
But you just keep asking them until you answer it the way that they understand.
Yeah, okay. And by the way, your disagreement, we don't take offense to this. That's what this is about.
I don't either. People don't understand that. And people think I do because they take offense when I disagree with them.
Yeah. But that's the problem with people today, and we're going to talk about that.
Well, it makes me laugh. It does. It really do. I would fall over when I self-medicate and start thinking about it. I'll fall over that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the problem is. They want everybody to agree with their points of view, but they don't want to hear what you got to say. They don't want to hear what your thoughts on things is, and that's not.
They don't.
Yeah, that's a one-sided conversation, and that don't work. I don't wiggle like that. That don't fly with me. That dog don't hunt. If you want to talk to me and vent all your thoughts and ideas and want me to accept you, that's good, and I will do that. But we have to have acceptance both ways. It goes both ways. Now I didn't say you got to agree with everything I'm talking about, but that's not.
Right. I totally understand.
Exactly. In real life,
I think that's what's wrong with society.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't agree with them,
it's wrong. Right. Yeah.
Whether they're right or wrong, or you're right or wrong, it don't matter. Even if they know you're right, they still will argue with you that you're wrong.
Yeah. Listen, it's about conversation.
That comes with all like that. What you said earlier, that political correctness.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like the great Barbara Jordan said, if we don't leave this political correctness alone, it's going to ruin our country.
It's ruining it now. Our children are getting out of hand. Our children are getting away.
You know who Barbara Jordan is?
I heard the name, but I can't grasp. But I've heard the name in the news feeds.
Yeah, she lives in Austin. I've been out to her house. Back when I was in the service business.
Yes, sir.
And she's probably one of the most intelligent women there is.
Okay.
she had certain, you know, and here in the state of Texas, she was one of the most famous black women.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And when she said that back, around the time Bill Clinton got elected in there, and George Bush, and back in that time, right in there, back in the 80s and everything.
The 90s is
when
the
they
early,
first started
early
preaching political correctness.
Yeah.
She came out and said, if we don't leave it alone, it's going to ruin our country.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's doing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to look up on her, brother. Check it out, man. She was a very intelligent woman, and she was down to earth.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't see why, you know, I see on all these news channels about Black History Month and everything like that, and I don't see her.
Ain't that about nothing?
Exactly. But, you know, she went to work for Bill Clinton and them. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, it wasn't about that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's just she spoke her mind. And she spoke it to where anybody could understand what she was saying.
Yes, sir.
And she spoke her mind, and that's why she didn't get along with a whole lot of politicians.
Nah. Well, they don't like them kind. They don't like that. They call them.
No, they didn't. Yeah, back in the day, she was very, very famous.
Mm-hmm.
And I like a lot of Black history. Like, I'm from Bastrop.
Okay.
And like years ago when they had the Eyes of Texas, they had C.P. Johnson, the last real cowboy left in the West. And, you know, and it was on like for Black history.
Okay.
Because he was the last cowboy that used to go in that deep mesquite brush and bring them cows out. No other cowboys going there and get.
Ah.
You know, people to me like that were raised like that back in the day, you know, 60s, 70s and stuff like that. They were famous.
Yes, sir.
Famous Black people, and I don't understand why they're not on nothing about Black History Month. You know, local people.
Well, the thing is, I think it's a lot of it might have to do with a lot of the distraction that's going on in this life now. We're being distracted by police brutalities and the useless of Black folk and all this stuff that's going on that we're not focusing on the greatness of things anymore. And that's
I try to explain to people that's what they're doing, and nobody want to listen.
Yeah, but they're gonna listen when it's too late. That's when people tend to listen, when it's too damn late. But we're gonna be dead and gone by that time.
I hope so.
And that's when it's
because you know, my kids, my grandkids, you know, I was raised very country. You know, I know how to live off the land.
Yeah.
You know, I still, you know, go by the almanac stuff on how to plant food and what time of year to kill what animal and stuff like that. You know, you go by the moon and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, to help them survive. Because, you know, if we keep going like it's going, you're right, we're going to be there.
We're going to be there.
Like you said, it might not be in our lifetime, but I kind of wish it would be just for that case.
Right. Well,
you know,
see, what I'm talking about when I say we gonna be dead and gone is not waiting for a thing to happen. I'm talking about when we're dead and gone, they're gonna lose our voice. See, right now it's easy to go through it because we still around to tell them, look, they still got that. But then what happens when we die off? Then they don't have that voice no more. And then the world is all upside down and twisted. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my heart bleed, man. You know, I always, all my life, I wanted to be a parent. I wanted to be a dad. I wanted to take my boys fishing and do, you know. And now, because I never dreamt of a world that would be like this. Fucked up, with messed up, you know.
Not at all. Not at all. I totally agree.
And I'm terrified of the world that I might die off and leave my babies in. I'm terrified.
That's exactly what I was trying to say. That right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about right there, you know.
Life was simple when we was coming up, man. You know, I love...
Life was so simple. It was.
Fishing. Man. I'm a fisherman. I like to get out there and rip lips, be out there. The bass trap you mentioned, man, ain't nothing but good. Ain't nothing but good bass and crappie out there, man.
Let me get you on a fishing trip with me and my other nephew, Demo. Well, his name is Felix.
Okay.
But we call him Demo.
Yeah.
And, hey, he's the crappie king, baby. Ain't nobody better in the state of Texas catch crappie like him.
Oh, for real? Where he be at, though? Where he be at?
Where
he fish out of? He be fishing out of Bass Trap?
Oh, we go to Granger, like sometimes we go to Granger. Usually we go to Granger, we just, instead of taking a boat, we go down, just walk down to the slough, and just walk all the way around there. He live it out in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I might have 4.
I've been to Granger I ain't been to Granger in some years now. I want to say maybe about 4 or 5 years.
Now we take his boat out to Somerville.
And
get crappie there. Now he is a crappie king.
Okay.
You know. And yeah, man, this number right here, as we hang up and everything, well, you have my number there?
Okay, so you had called me on 744 number. That's your
yes,
number? Okay,
yes,
I got you.
That's it. Okay, because,
and if I don't have it, I can get in touch with
TPT.
TPT.
I'm going to be busy here. This bad weather coming in.
Yeah.
But let me talk to him, and we'll set something up and go fishing, baby.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to work on another vehicle. My truck, the transmission bombed on me, man, on my Chevy. So
I understand that too. I just got my car back, and I still need back shocks for it. But
man,
you got to get what you can when you can.
Yes, sir. So we working on that. It broke my heart because I just got my license renewed, and all these days is sitting back, and I can't get them days back, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't go nowhere.
I understand. So you got your fishing license.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me see what I got going on because I'm gonna be busy here.
Yeah.
For about the next 2 or 3 weeks. You know, not far as working.
Right.
You know, it's just like my nephews and stuff when they go out of town and the spring break's coming up, so I got to go stay at their house and dog shed and they're taking all they stuff like that. I do a lot of that for people, you know.
Right.
I try to help where I can.
Absolutely.
I can't help with money, but I help where I can.
No
That's
doubt.
my family especially.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like I said, I got my little 5-year-old, man. He been angling since he was 2.5, I think, maybe a little younger. I've had him out fishing with me, and you know that's what I live for, man. And I miss those types of days, man. You know, I want to live in an RV and just be outdoors, man. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is being built in, all the hill country and everything being built in. All these houses, they're cutting all the trees down. We live in back area. Back where I live at now, I remember when this was all brush and farmland.
I do too. That's it.
And we used to.
I ain't trying to brag on my nephew.
Yeah.
Too much more about being a crappie king, but if you don't catch no fish, we'll make sure you go home with something.
Look.
I had to put that in.
No. That's what's up. Brag on your nephew. Listen. Hey, listen. I've caught plenty of crappie in my day. I like to catch a good largemouth, man. Myself. I bought them.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I use.
Well, see, back in the 90s, I used to do a lot of bass fishing. I used to fishing bass tournaments.
You top water? Or you down below?
Top water, deep water.
Yeah, I go down below.
I fish everything.
Yeah, mine is the crawdads. I love using the crawdads down, jiggling
I
down
do
the
too,
bottom between the rocks.
Baits.
Yeah, the rattle traps. That's my specialty.
Yes, them too.
So yeah, but that's what's up, man. Wow. So ladies and gentlemen, man, we done went off on our own little thing. Look, man, I'm joined here, my man Richard Crowell, man. He's family and uncle to the famed Austin local artist, TPT Edwards. Y'all know who he is, man. Don't act stupid. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He was just on here last week. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, man. Shout out to all my people on Facebook, YouTube, YouNow, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, LinkedIn. You name it, I'm on it. This is the Everybody Eat Happy Hour. Richard, you want to shout anybody out? You want to shout your nephews out? You want to shout your people out? This is your time to shout them out before we close.
Well, they can't hear me because they ain't none of them on Facebook right now.
That's all right. You can watch this show back again, so they'll get it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I want to send a shout out to my nephew Demo and my nephew Ortiz. I love y'all, baby. Hey, y'all know I love y'all, and hey, I really enjoy everything. Yeah, brother, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, me and Ortiz, me and him talk about stuff that he talks about to nobody else.
Yes, sir.
You see, I call him Ortiz.
That's yes.
Because to me, that's what he is. Because he works so hard on what he's trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, he trying to let everybody eat. You know.
He do.
Yeah, like I talked about earlier, like I said, back in the day, the way I was raised was different. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Cafes and stuff like that. And I guess people used to call them juke joints. But yeah, back in the day, man, like I said, when one person made a hustle, all your friends made a hustle.
Yes, sir. That's how it
And
was.
that's why I said I like what you said. Your shirt, everybody eat.
Everybody eat.
And we kind of need to try to get back to that, trying to cut for each other again and quit trying to backstab. I mean, your own family looking in your face.
Man.
Just laugh and take wait. They look in your face and smile, but they can't wait for you to do wrong.
Man, ain't that about, man, see, that's what it's all about. All them side busters, man. Them people be side busters, smiling in your face, shaking your hand, and somebody stealing your bag from behind you while you shaking the other dude's hand. It's a plot, everything come together like that trying to hate. And y'all, man, listen. Man, and that's what this is all about, man. And everybody know, man, look, everybody eat, man. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the way it should be, baby. The world was a whole lot more simpler. Everybody got along well. More people, we get along more than the news media tells you, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like here, like I say, Ambassador, everybody know who I am.
Yeah.
I get along with everybody, even though we disagree on politics, or on how to raise a child, or on how to fish, how to hunt. I still get along with everybody.
Yeah. It's called a
I have
conversation.
no beef with nobody.
No. It's called a conversation. You gonna have your side, I'm gonna have my side. That's see, we gotta understand that's how it's gonna always be that way. You're gonna always have your side, I'm gonna always have my side. No matter how you slice it. Okay? You're not gonna agree with everything.
Back in the day, the way I was raised and everything, I used to be a pretty rough character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then
I know.
The military would help me.
I come from the streets too, so
it kept me from being dead or in the pen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I'm very grateful for him for saying.
What?
I was able to go in there and do it. Get away from that kind of stuff, but.
What'd you
and like when somebody do have beef with me and they ask somebody else about me, they say, well, I don't know about him. He's a pretty rough character back in the day.
Yeah.
He's one of them that you don't want to, but I ain't like that no more, I ignore you and blow you off and turn around and walk away.
Absolutely. Where'd you serve?
I don't have it. As long as, like you said, as long as you don't enter my space right here,
yeah,
we're good.
That's me.
I love you. Ain't nothing you can say to me that can hurt my feelings.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. Like I told people, like Lord Finesse said, I love you with all my heart. But if you cross me, I'll kill you. I'll fuck you up, man. That's just,
And they know that about me.
Yeah.
And they know that about me.
And what branch did you serve though? Where were you?
The Army.
Army. I was Navy. Yeah. So, were you what? Infantryman? What was you?
No, I was recon.
Okay. Oh. Nice.
I did everything. I did tanks. I did air tab. I did recon. I did air assault. I did everything.
Damn, recon. That's risky business right there, man.
Well, mostly everything I done was where I could go behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got to get behind enemy lines to get good recon.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that discipline helped me out a lot, man.
Yes, sir.
And that's why I'm a strong believer in discipline with kids.
Mm-hmm.
And when they took discipline away from the parents and everything, that's when all these school shootings and stuff started up.
Yeah.
A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no consequences for bad actions no more.
You remember?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You remember a time when you got your ass beat by your teacher, and you embarrassed your family. Your teachers used to whoop you. If you acted up, the neighbor could whoop you, and then you went home, and now your mama and them was mad because other people had to put their hands on you because you was acting a damn fool. Now she done tore your behind up, your grandmother tore your behind up, your daddy come home.
Damn it, everybody whooped you. The neighbors, where I lived out in the country, the neighborhood I lived in, everybody whooped you.
Yeah, everybody whooped you.
You get out of line you want to.
Yeah, your behind got tore up, man. We stayed getting our behind whooped back in the day.
Well, like I said, we was pretty terrible though when we were coming up.
Yeah.
Because we know we finna get a beating, not a whooping, a beating, but we're gonna do it anyway.
But that was it. That was the day, man. But that discipline, we knew we were loved. We was cared
Yes,
for. We wasn't
did.
all emotional and overly sensitive. We knew we were loved. I'm not saying that we didn't have a few kids that were sensitive and stuff like that, but today it is so much. It's so out there now with all that that heavy sensitivity where you got to watch how you speak to your kids. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm not watching nothing.
When you finish, I got something to say about that.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
My son come home one day and told me that I couldn't spank him no more. I said, why? I think he was in elementary school somewhere over here in Cheap, country part of basketball.
Yeah.
And he said, who's your name? He said, somebody come to school and said, all we got to do is dial 911. Dial 911. I went there and got his phone and handed it to him. I said, God damn it. He said, oh no, Daddy, I ain't gonna do it. I said, well, don't come home and tell me. If somebody tell you that I can't discipline you, they ain't the one taking care of you.
Yeah.
They ain't the one that's feeding you. They ain't the one to make sure you get a bathe every day, you got clean clothes, you got food in your stomach. They ain't the one taking care of you, right?
Yep.
And you know, that's just like anything, in life.
Mm-hmm.
You teaching them, because if you don't, because you're gonna have to answer to somebody in all aspects of life. All the way up to death, but we're going to have to answer to God.
Yep. Please
when
believe
you
that.
When you work for somebody, you got to answer to them. And then they got to answer to other people amongst them. I mean, it goes on forever, and you got to, and that's where that discipline comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to get back to that, I ain't saying beat your kids. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't whoop your kids like I got whooped. Because, that wouldn't, that wouldn't be right. But, I'm strong, and you got to teach kids, and that's another reason there's no more respect, because there's no discipline.
There's no discipline. And there's 100 million ways you could discipline your kids without beating them up. I mean, listen.
Yes, it is.
I got my ass handed to me, but when you come with respect to your children and you discipline them out of love, they know it. Children want to be disciplined. What do I mean when I say that? They need that guidance is what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about they don't want no child want to be grounded, no child want to get a spanking. I'm not talking about that. That guidance, it gives them structure. It gives them it's that security blanket that that gives them that confirmation, that security. They know that they're loved, they know that they're cared for. And they just have to listen. There's things that you can't. There's ways you can't behave, and there's other ways you can behave. But you can't. You ain't just gonna do any kind. You ain't gonna act any kind of how.
Well, and the parents don't do stuff with their kids either. Like my son. When my son was born, up to he could walk. Even when he couldn't walk, I had to pack him to take his stroller or whatever.
Yeah.
We went fishing every weekend. When he was like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years old, I bought his first 14 shotgun. Never had a problem. He never touched it. It's only for protection or hunting. And I used to take him bird hunting, all that time. I gave him something to do.
Yes, sir.
And you know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of time with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he know I love him because he was always with me. And another thing, but this is for another subject, another day when it's about spending time with the kids is about when fathers were took out of the equation of the family.
Yeah.
That's for another political show or something like that.
Well, we talked about that. We've touched on that before in some of my earlier shows. I'm a product.
Well, it happened in what, 1974?
That's a good year.
When LBJ, he's from the state of Texas.
Yeah.
Started welfare. This is my opinion. I hope nobody gets offended by it, but this is my opinion.
Well,
when you paying for everything for a woman that has kids, but a man can't live there. That's how it started.
Wow. Yes, I
You
remember
see
that.
what I'm saying?
It was the housing thing. What? It was the housing project.
Yes, yes.
And in order for
free
them,
housing, free food.
in order for them to
check
get those
every
benefits, they had the man have. Yeah.
And the more kids you have, the more money we give you. But
Yeah.
the man cannot live in the house.
I never understood that. I still don't to this day understand why that was. Why, like,
I live back then. You know, a lot of people might take offense to this, but this is the words of LBJ, the one that started it. He said if we give, but he used the N word. He said I never use that word, and all my nephews will tell you I say something to them.
okay.
About that word. But he said basically, you know, the N word. He said, you know, if we give black people free stuff, we have their votes for the next 100 years.
Oh, I did hear that too.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when welfare was started, and that's when they took the black man out of the black family. And it just spiraled out of control.
Yeah. Which things, ignorant things like that tend to usually do. Spiral out of control. Now you got all these wayward, angry kids, fatherless, that ain't got no upbringing. Because I come from, it takes a man to raise a man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And, if you ain't
100% right.
If you ain't got that structure, you're going to have these wayward sons running around here, not knowing how to treat women, acting a damn fool. And, you know, going to be out here pregnating all these girls, doing all this fool messery. And, you know, and that's what happens. And then they want to turn around and say, see, look, they're crazy. That's why we do what we do, because they're crazy. No, you when you take a thing away from people long enough, they're going to flip the script on you. What you think going to happen is a defense mechanism. We're going to act a kind of way. We're going to be angry. And then
well, like I taught my girls. Because I tell them yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You know, ever since they were baby. Yeah. And they say, what do you always polite when you talk to us and everything? Because they call me Poppy. And I said, because I want you, I'm trying to show you how a man should treat you. If he don't treat you like your Poppy, dude, you don't deserve it. If he don't treat you with that kind of respect.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's the reason I treat your mama with respect like I do. You know, and I raised my son to always women. You always get that door, no matter what.
Yep.
If you had to try to break your neck trying to get to the door, you always get that door. You know, like you said, it takes a man to raise a man.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. People don't understand that. I still hold doors for people. People look at me shocked. Well, thank you. Oh my God.
I do too. I hold people for younger guys younger than me. If I'm at the door first, I just bring walking behind me. I'll open the door and step inside. Hold it open.
Yeah. Come on.
That's where I was raised.
But I'm just kind like that. I don't think you have to think about, you know, it's just, you just do it. I'm just kind like that. I just. Well,
I think I am too.
Yeah.
You know,
you are kind. You are a kind person.
Yeah, I help a lot of people in my life and never expected nothing in return.
But that's not how you do it. You do it just because it needs to be done. You get more fulfillment that way. If you just love. Don't add.
Another thing. Oh, go ahead.
So that's what I call the. So what you're talking about is what I call the Cain and Abel complex. You familiar with the story of Cain and Abel in the Old Testament? In the book of Genesis? The Cain and Abel. What's up, LeChuck? Thanks for tuning in to Everybody Eat Gossip Hour. I'm joined here with my man Richard Crowell. We're talking about family. We're talking about kindness, politically correctness, all this stuff, man. Thanks for joining. Okay, so the Cain and Abel thing that I was talking about is, you remember the story. Cain was the hard working, he was the more built, strong, older brother that did the hard labor. He was the firstborn. And then Abel was the more feeble, more obedient, you know what I'm saying, type of child. They were both obedient children, but one was obedient just from his nature, just doing what he was supposed to do. He didn't do things to get a reward. He didn't do things to get a pat in the back or a cookie. And the other one was obedient for praise. You know what I'm saying? And so God tend to lean more towards Abel because Abel did things from the kindness of his heart. The God in him just made him do a thing. And Cain was the one that, look, I'm doing this too. Look, he wanted praise. He wanted to seek glory. He wanted the glory. So Cain killed Abel because he was jealous of his brother. So what I'm talking about is that's the thing that's going on in this life, man. People do things to gain praise from it. You're not doing it because it's just do it. Just love somebody. Shit. Just love some damn body.
That's what I tell my family I love them all the time. Like yesterday, I sat here and thought about my sister, so I called her and told her I love her. You know, that's my family. Like he take man. I tell him all the time I love him. I'm proud of him. Because you know, I don't know if anybody else in the family noticed, but I noticed on how hard he is working. And he worked hard. Yeah. I mean, he don't get much rest. He's always, trying to get everything ready. You know, and yeah, man, he's one of the hardest working people I've seen and trying to accomplish what he wants.
Yes, sir.
But that's what, like you said, that's what it takes. There was something else I agreed with you on earlier. Oh yeah. That's what my biggest problem too. I used to carry a lot of my friends' burdens.
What it is?
When you said that earlier, when you was talking to somebody else, and like if your friend had a problem, you stress out a lot of times more than they do, because now it's your problem.
Yeah.
And like what you said about the butterfly, and that's what you got to do.
Yes. You
can't. I had heard another story similar to that about the squirrel. They had a squirrel in a cage, caught the squirrel had a cage, and she'd give him pecan. And she said, oh, them were hard pecans with them shells on. I was going to give him shells pecan. But then his teeth grew so long, it grew through his bottom lip, and he couldn't eat no more. And he died.
Oh, I think I heard that story.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like you said, enabling them.
Yeah.
Yes, and that made a lot of sense to me because I went through that.
Yes, sir. You got to let your friends struggle, man. I
can't. See, that happens to a lot of good people, man.
Yeah,
and they don't realize it, and a lot of them never realize it, and it basically ruins their life.
Yeah, absolutely. And
so
that's not being a good friend. That's a good friend will let you struggle.
I kind of learned that the hard way myself.
True, so did I, and that's why I'm talking about it today. I've been doing it for years. I didn't realize it. I used to have people. See, I never did like controlling people. And I used to have people back in my younger days tell me, "But you controlling," and I would get mad, bro. We would argue, quarrel, and fight, get all loud and stuff. And then when I look back on my life, I was like, I was controlling. I didn't realize how I was controlling until what I just said. People would. I always had to be the guy. It always has to make common sense. I always had to try to fix it. I always tried to fix it. You can't fix everything. Sometimes the best thing to do is just let them go through it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I totally agree. That's where I was, man.
We brothers, though. We brothers.
Let me thank you for another subject you touched on a while ago. I agree with.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times women don't understand. All we got to do is just tell us.
Yeah, we can't read minds. We talked about that last week.
The women and even in the animals wasn't protected over the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And more in the disciplinary too. Mm-hmm. And so, we're used to it.
Yeah.
And if a lot of women understood that, it'd make life a whole lot easier.
Well, yeah.
Not all men are like that, but most.
Yeah, but that's what life is. Life is everybody. That's in every group of everything. I talked about sexuality 2 weeks ago. I have a lot of friends that are gay that feel like because they gay, they make me feel that way. And it was my point of view that because you gay, you supposed to be treated? I got to bake a cake for you because you're gay. Well, we go through something.
I don't treat my gay cousins.
No.
No difference. I treat
no, because you gay. That's it. Okay, so you're gay. So that's your problem. That's your business.
I talk shit to them just like I do everybody else.
Yes, indeed. So, but see, the problem is
just like family.
Exactly. The problem with them is they want to be like, you know, we under so much scrutiny, you know, people, we got to fight every day to protect ourselves because we gay, you know, being gay is the same as being black and this and that. And I tell them no. Being gay is the same as, exactly. Being gay is the same as being gay, and being black is the same as being black. Now, if you're black and you're gay, well, then you just got two different things you got to deal with. Okay, but every group of people have a thing that they got to deal with. Being black, you're getting scrutinized. Being white, you're getting scrutinized. Being Mexican, Asian, you're stigmatized and scrutinized. And everybody get bullied. Everybody get picked on. Being gay is just one more reason for somebody to mess with you. But look, I'm not gay, but I grew up black, and I've been picked on and messed with because of my color. You know, coming from the islands and coming to the States. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was supposedly, that's even worse. Supposedly I was born in the States. So you were born. You understand? So everybody get picked on. So stop trying to act like because you gay, we gotta bend over backward and do special stuff for you because you gay. No, there's nothing. There's nothing special about you. You're just gay. Okay, you're gay. So what? Only idiots and fools make a big deal about you being gay. If you don't agree with somebody being gay, stay from around them. Don't be around them. You ain't gotta get it. Because I think that some of these people that be trying to go all out their way to mess with gay folk, I think you might have some stuff, some questions you need to go ahead and answer. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do that to go out their way and mess with gays. Yeah. They usually have those tendencies. There it is. That's what you're calling, yo. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, no, because why? Why are you so interested? I'm straight. I'm not worried about no gay dude. I'm not worried about what they talking about. Listen, I got a lot of gay friends, but I'm not worried about their life, what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You gay? Okay. Yeah, what's up? I see you. Hey, how you doing? We hang out, we chill, we do whatever, and then you go, yeah, go over. One of my friends told me they need a place to stay. I said, well, come on over. Come on over. I don't care. Yeah, you splash out here for a week or so. Yeah, I don't care. You know? Yeah. Just don't try nothing funny on me, and I won't be, weird with you. Just be yourself, and I'll be myself, and that's it. And we'll get along. But, so we talked about that. And I went on that tangent to say that's the thing, man. In this world, there's always the exception. There's always the people that's just a little crazier than everybody else. Yes, there is. Okay? There is real hatred out there. Mm-hmm. And, like, I even put it on Facebook, and I think it was a slap in the face to the real victims on what they got from Empire done. Juicy, how you say his name? Oh yeah. Jussie or something like that? Yeah, Smollett, that guy. Yes, because there is gay people and black people that get victimized like that. Yep. And not all the time, but in certain situations, like it happened here in Austin. Mm-hmm. Them two guys got jumped down over there by 6th Street. Yeah. But see, that's a slap in the face to guys like that. Yeah. To real victims. Yep. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the rape victims. You heard about the thing in the military, where now women are trying to pull that card. If you talk to a girl or kick it with a girl, now she can file, and there have to be no proof. She can file that. Yeah, he tried to violate me sexually, and they ruining careers and lives. They ruining people. Veterans are getting. There's veterans that are committing suicide because these women is ruining their lives. And man, I ain't never tried nothing with that girl. She tripping. She could come back 5-10 years later and say that man violated me and ruined that man's life. You ain't seen that woman in years, and she could come back and say he violated. It happens every day. Yeah, this is crazy. And so what me and my partner that was on yesterday was talking about, a lot of the stuff that's going on in this world is because it ain't about the problem. It's about the money. That's what it's about. They find every single way to make a thing be about money. And now it's a problem. If I could make money off it, it's a problem. And now it's a crime. And now people are going to jail, and somebody getting paid to put these folk in jail. Somebody's getting paid. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. That's what they do. Like back in the day, man, everybody, we didn't have that problem. No. Like I said, everybody slept with their doors open, and we stayed for being out in the country. Have you heard of Shiloh? Shiloh, Texas? Yeah. No, it's right out here. It ain't. It's right out here right before you get to Bastrop. Okay, is that by Smithville? It's one of the oldest black communities in the state of Texas. By Smithville? It's between Bastrop? No, it's before you get to Bastrop. What you do when you come to Bastrop, you turn on 20 like going to Lockhart. And now it's all different people live there. But back in the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. Yeah. When they had on that was a pretty rough
was so rough at one time. Like if somebody got killed, the police wouldn't come after, the Undertaker wouldn't come after. Somebody had to take the body to town.
Wow.
But you know, we still all cut for each other. And there's usually somebody that gets hurt that's not from around it.
So did you?
What I'm saying, that place was that kind of place.
Yeah.
With all the kids and everybody was taken care of.
Yeah. That's where you
You
come.
know, like
That's where you.
somebody kill all, everybody got some of it.
Right.
Everybody got some of it.
Okay.
You know, like you said, everybody eat. You know, and
Everybody eat.
Like you said, it takes a village.
It do. Is that where you came
And
up at though,
if we
family?
get back way in line for everybody trying to, you know, taking care of everybody,
Yeah.
it'd be a whole lot better life. You know.
I was asking you. Is that where you came up at? You came.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's where I came up at. In them cafes.
Shout out everybody that's tuning in, man. I'm joined here with my man Richard Crawl. We are wrapping up the Happy Hour Gossip Hour, the Everybody Eats platform. I've had 3 guests on here tonight. My man Michael T, aka Lord Finesse, out of Jersey. I got my man Richard Crawl out of Bastrop, Texas, tuned in with me tonight. Thank you so much. Shout out to his nephew TPT. Y'all know my man Artiste TPT Edwards. Shout out to Veg Mex, aka Sylvia, out of Chicago, that had called in. All the people that tuned in, Profess S or Prof S and Benjamin and LeChuck, and all the people on YouNow that have tuned in. All my people on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Tumblr, YouTube, YouNow, all over the place, every platform that I'm on. You guys are amazing. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm joined with my man Richard Crowell. Thank you so much for calling in, man. Our time is up. So I'd like to have you on again. I do this weekdays at 7 p.m. I'd like to schedule a time.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. Hey,
Yes, sir.
I just want to say one last thing real quick.
Go ahead.
There's one song that on how I raised sums up on how I was raised.
Okay.
It's called 10 Pin Alley by Stevie Ray Vaughan.
It was called what now? By Stephen Ray Vaughan?
Yeah, 10 Pin Alley.
10 Fin Alley.
That's the roughest place I've ever been.
Dang.
That's the song that because, you know, as a kid, we was on Kids Allowed Any Cafe. And, you know, we seen people, you know, as kids, 8, 9 years old, 7 years, you know, see people, you know, get killed, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, me and my brothers, we was the only kids back in the 60s and 70s, be up on 11th, 12th Street back in the day when, you know, it was, you know, all the blues bands, you know, pimps, you know, all that stuff, you know. We was the only kids up there, you know.
Yes, sir.
And that song right there, I think, it fits my life on how I was raised.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? If you listen to the words in it.
Well, it's a lot.
You got in there, somebody killed a crab shooter because he wouldn't shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I raised, man. That's what these youngsters, sometimes they talk their uncle getting into a crowd game with them, then they get mad when I take their money.
Yeah. That remind me of Harlem Nights, that movie. That's what you sound like, that Harlem with Eddie Murphy and them.
Yeah.
But that's go ahead.
The movie was funny, man, but it's real life, man. It's a trip, man.
It was a trip. It's real life stuff.
I mean, and it's hard for anybody to understand, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I didn't join the military when I did, I'd probably either be dead or in the pen.
Well, we're glad that you did then. We're glad to have you here. I'm glad to have you on the show. I'm glad that you called in, you tuned in. So, yeah.
And I thank God today. I've been very blessed. I ain't never been in jail. I ain't saying I ain't never done nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong on that. But even, because I always try to help people and do what's right.
Absolutely.
But like one of TV songs, we all fall off. You know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, but one thing about it, I really enjoy life.
Yes.
And I really, like Omar was saying earlier, I really love the office.
That's what's up.
And then when my nephews and them tell me I need to slow down, I say, shit, you ought to be happy your uncle still came.
That's nice. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what I tell them. Because I run around with them.
Yeah.
You know, because people my age don't do what I do.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier. I read that. You
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, I like enjoying life. I like having fun.
Yeah.
You know, and then like when he said something about, you know, that other thing about women, if they cheat, they usually only cheat with one man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I got a friend. You know, we've been friends for a long time.
Right.
You know, even, you know, I don't take her, even though she was married once, and no matter who she was, you know, I always get that call.
Right.
You know, she's like 20-something years younger than I am.
But you heard it. You heard it first. You heard it first. Uncle Crawl, yo. Uncle
You know,
still getting it.
But when we're together, I treat her, it ain't just all about sex. Because I treat her with respect.
That's what we talk. That's what we was talking about today. You know.
You know, we go out to eat. I get the door for her. I get the chair.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Absolutely.
But
that's a different conversation though.
I get a text. Yeah, it is a different conversation.
That's a different conversation.
If she get mad at a man, I get a text.
Mm-hmm.
So I better get some rest and get ready for the night.
All right.
That's what I'll be thinking.
Already.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, but I need to get back on the show. But yeah, we need to get together and do something.
We'll definitely.
I don't know. Once you get to meet my nephew Felix and get a chance to go fishing with his man. Yeah. You might want to have him on the show.
I'm welcome. This is an open platform. I'm welcome to have anybody.
Because he's real. He's real.
Yeah.
Like if you ever thought about having a show about bullies, the bulldog?
Yeah.
The exotic?
Yeah, we talk about this platform. We talking about everything. Like, you ain't asked your nephew about me. You need to ask somebody about me, man. We talk about everything on this show.
Well, I'll talk about my other nephew Felix because he's in a lot of them bulldog groups. There's a lot. That's a big business right now. There's a lot of money, and they're not getting a lot of advertising. But you see what I'm saying? Your show looks like it's ticking off pretty good. You know, pretty soon you're gonna be looking for advertising.
Well, yeah, we're working on the marketing package right now as we speak. In fact, we started earlier this afternoon. I'm going to do the design, the graphic for it. My partner and I are going to discuss that. And yeah, we welcome and we happy to promote anybody in any brand and anything. If you will have us, and we put together a promotional package, and anybody that purchases our promotional package, it will state the service that we offer for what we're doing. And you there's no contract. You do it. We'll promote you as long as you'll have us. And that's it.
Well, that's cool. See, I recognize smart, good people. You know.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I said that. You know, pretty soon you're gonna be looking for advertising because you show it, and then you said you're doing that now. So yeah. See, I recognize, man. That's cool though.
Absolutely, but we're gonna be doing.
To be honest with you, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. That means a lot.
Oh, you gotta excuse me there. I gotta. There we go. I'm trying not to cough too hard.
Oh, you still self-medicating?
Yes, I always do that.
Oh yeah.
The VA had me on a lot of medicine. See, we done got in a personal conversation now. I see now. I mean, you're gonna be good friends. The VA had me on all these kind of meds.
Yeah, they gave me the brown paper bag too, and I said F that for my PTSD and shit. Yeah,
I'll excuse my language, but I was pretty fucked up off of it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And just threw them in the garbage one day and started self-medicating. I'm the happiest person in the world.
Yep.
I have no anger issues. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. You on that CBD oil? That CBD oil, my partner's.
Oh, no. I ain't know he's I want something a little stronger.
Okay. Well, I heard that.
Well, I just seen the thing on CBD oil. You know, they do another subject.
Well, we're gonna talk about all that another time.
You know, computer research because I seen something where they check things in Colorado, in California, and New Jersey, or somewhere up in New York.
Yep.
And all the things they check at all the states, only one state and only thing had CBD oil in it. Some of them had some serious drugs in it.
Oh.
Something like that.
Wow. Well, you know somebody gonna find a way to mess it. That's why I don't mess with that stuff. No way.
If you don't know nobody, see, like I go to Colorado all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know nobody that know how to process CBD oil, you're not for sure you get, because CBD oil is not regulated real heavy under the USDA and everything like everything else.
Right.
But it needs to be, because when I see that right there, I said, man, a lot of people getting robbed. It's, you know, they're not getting help.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know people that you know, up there that, you know, makes all that stuff and stuff like that. And the real CBD oil, it does help, especially with, like, if you got arthritis real bad in your hands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The clean really does it.
Well, that's the topic we're going to talk about for now. We really have to wrap this show up. Richard, I'm so glad that you was on the show tonight. This is definitely my time. I'm way past. But I really appreciate
even though I don't say something sometimes, I always check in on the show when you got something going on.
Check me. And we're going to have you on the show again. And I'd like to meet your other folk. And we'll talk to them about some stuff. And artists, Ortiz, hit me up on some stuff. Yeah. I'm definitely going to tech with him, because the last time I talked to him, we had lost signal. And so I still got to finish with him. So we're gonna do another show with TPT again and rock and roll. So
yeah, I'm the only one, and I got the first one of the Pro, his new CD coming out.
Okay.
And as far as I know, I'm the only one that got one, except for what he sent.
Yeah, he sent me some music today on the show. So I haven't got his CD yet, but I told him I will.
Well, see, that's the only thing I listen to in my car.
Yeah.
Is because I'm trying to, you know, since he want to put me on it, you know, how I'm gonna come across with it.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna cop one. Like I said, I've already got the music. He can send it to me online, and I'll just pay him for it. I don't care how he want to do it. I don't have to have a physical set. He already gave me about 5 tracks already. So just give me the rest, and that's on the CD, and I'll just send him the money, whatever, PayPal him. So you know, yeah.
Yeah, he got real deep mind too, man. I like that
about that for sure.
Yeah,
we'll get in touch with that. Once again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is my man Richard Crow. As you can see, we got a lot to talk about, man. I'm gonna chat with him. We're gonna talk about some veteran stuff. So all you veterans that are out there,
just call me Unc. That's what everybody calls me.
Okay, we'll call you Unc. All right,
short for Uncle.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Everybody call me Unc. You come to back and ask his brother or sister, passed up, do you know Unc? Or if they say no, say, do you know Crow? Oh yeah. That's all you got to say.
Yes, sir. So we're calling Unc. So yeah, we got on the line right now. Again, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Everybody that's on my YouNow, everything. Again, Unc, thank you so much, man, for tuning in. I will definitely hit you up on the next time. I'd like to have you definitely on the platform, or if you could tune in on Thursday, I'll give you the link so you can get online and we can do the conference thing on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. and get TPT and everybody.
My computer ain't set up for all that. I know I got one of them eyepieces somewhere.
No, it's a phone. It's a phone call. You call in on the phone, and you will be on a conference call, and you'll hear everybody, and everybody will hear you.
Oh, so what you telling me? I got to put on a shirt.
No. We don't see you. We just hear you.
Oh, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
I got one nephew to harass me because whenever he go over to one of my other nephews, one of his cousins, or somebody he knows the house and everything, if I'm over there, I got my shirt off sitting there watching TV.
Oh, yeah, no. You can sit down with your shirt off. You can have you can self-medicate while you talking. Nobody see you. We just hear you. So that's Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. So if you want to do that, we'll definitely do that. So before we go, I want.
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, Thursdays at 7:30 p.m.
I got to. Let me see what time I get to my brother's in Austin.
Yeah.
Lee calls. He got. It ain't no big thing. He be in and out. He paperwork, and then bam. But he can't. He's not supposed to be driving, and I got to spend the night at his house tomorrow night.
All right, no worries.
Oh, he got Wi-Fi now. Okay. It's a trip. You might start laughing because me and him both self-medicate, and then all at once we start talking.
That's all right.
Laughing.
That's all right. We'll have that. But like I said,
if he look at me a certain way, I'll say something to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have fun.
No, it's all good. And like I said, that's on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you I love you, it ain't no funny shit. It means I see you. I recognize your movement. I see your hustle. I see your grind. Everybody eat. This is the Everybody Eat platform where we talk about everything. I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in every day. This is weekdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks to all in, Unc, Lord Finesse, Michael Teague, VegMex, a.k.a. Sylvia, and everybody else that have called in. We're signing off. I thank you so much, Unc. I will hit you up on the next one, all right?
All right, baby.
All right. God bless you, man. God
bless you, man. I love you, man.
I love you, bro. Real talk, man. All right.
One other thing, I was going to say something earlier when y'all were talking about this in the Bible and all that, and about polygamy. And it also says in the Bible, love thy neighbor as I love thyself. That's what's been fun.
Oh, I got you, bro. Yeah. I got it. That's nice. That's rich. Y'all heard it from Unc right there, y'all. Yo, see, Unc, he come with it. He's ready.
That's it. Love thy neighbor as I love thyself.
Love the neighbors you love thyself, bro. That is rich, bro. I love it. That would have been right on time. We would have said it earlier, but I love it. I still got it because I was there in the conversation. We're going to talk about that on the next one. We're going to recap on that on Monday. So see y'all then. Unc, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much again. On the next one, all right?
Love you too, baby.
All right, brother. All right, peace out. Right. Peace.
Peace out.
All right. 100, y'all. Salute to everybody. Thank you.